It's time.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Blast off.
It's time for Hastings Sodbuster Baseball.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner will be going. This is the payoff pitch. Let's see if Shea can get out of the inning here. The kick and deliver. Swung on him, missed it, got him. 12 strikeouts for Shea Shanneman.
That one hits to left field. They go to left field, they go back. Keep going back, and that thing is going to be gone. It's out of here. Holy moly, Cole Evans. 370 feet, Cole Evans got a hold of that thing. Wow.
That one hit to short. Cervantes is second, back to first, and they get him. Nicely turned double play there, the old 6-4-3, and there's 2 down. Their double play tonight turned by the Busters.
Sodbuster Baseball is on the air.
Good evening, everybody. Josh Salmon along with you from Duncan Field. Overcast, a rainy schedule, rainy day we've had in Hastings and Grand Island and Tri-City area. So hopefully that holds off. We get some baseball in tonight as the Busters hosting the Moo once again. Busters won a dramatic one on Saturday to kick off the season. Both teams had yesterday off, and now they're down on the field discussing how they want to do things. Today they're in their yellows. We'll talk about the uniform a little bit more, but they look like the Oakland A's. It's pretty cool. And we'll recap next week's game as well. First, let's get to the interview I had. I had to talk with Trevor Matson. He had a big part of the win on Saturday. If you look what Matson did for the Busters, he started at first base. He had a very, very big game. He didn't have a whole lot of hits. He had 2 hits. He had 1 run scored, but he stole a base, which was home, and he had 3 of the RBIs. He led the team in RBIs. So he's batting .667 for the Busters. Nice young man from Southern California, so we both had that going on. He's from Riverside. I am from Santee, which is a little further south. He knew of Santee. Most people don't. I just say San Diego, and so does he. Let's talk to Trevor Matson.
3, 2, 1. Joined by Trevor Matson, and Trevor, welcome first of all to Hastings to be a Sodbuster.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, so game 1 was an interesting game. You did a great job fielding first. You got a hit. You got to steal home. How many times you get to steal home in your career?
Not too many times. Definitely the first time I've done that. So
it was a trick play. They sent the other runner halfway, and then you took off and you made it. Let's talk about the play at the end of the game where it was hit to center field. Cahoy was out there. He bobbled it a little bit. Normally sure hands. Got a great throw to you. You a good relay to home to end the game. You got him out by about 1.5 feet.
Yep, I knew we had him when I relayed it, looking at him running down the line, and made a good throw, so I'm happy I could do that.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your college career, how it went this year for you.
It went great this year, actually. I won Conference Player of the Year, hit about 440, so I had a great year.
Awesome, very good. And so what made you want to become a Sodbuster this year?
So last year I played with the Pioneers, and I really liked the way the program was run, and I hit up Scott and asked if I can come out here and play, so.
All right, you joined the A-team this year.
Yes, sir, exactly.
Very good. All right, and your favorite part about baseball?
Favorite part about baseball is, honestly, out here is just the fans. I love being out here in front of the fans and put on a show for them every night. So
very good. And then any favorite players or teams, Major League?
I'm from Southern California, so I'm a big Angels fan. And then got to pick Mike Trout as your favorite player if you're an Angels fan, I feel like. So
no doubt there.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Trevor Matson. Cool, man. Cool, thank you. Yeah,
there we go, Trevor Matson, a very nice young man. And like I said, we have that Southern California connection, and both had a little bit of chat about our lives in Southern California growing up. He is in the lineup tonight at first base once again. Batting third is Trevor Matson. Let's take a look at the lineups. Visiting Moo, a little bit different look tonight than they had on Saturday. Trying out some new players. Drew Mize, he led off on Saturday. He leads off again at shortstop for tonight's game. Batting first, Darian Morphew had a big game for the Moose. On Saturday. He is in left field. Tyler Push, center fielder, is batting third. EJ Taylor, he's one of the newer names on the team. He is batting fourth, playing first base. You've got Ryan Koski again in right field. Koski was 1 for 5 on Saturday. He is batting fifth. Jackson Myers now behind the dish tonight. We had a different catcher. Nicholas we saw on Saturday. Myers getting the start tonight. He is behind the dish and batting sixth. Kyler Rendazzo, all right, one of my favorite names to say in the league this year. It's a fun name to say. Rendazzo was 0 for 4. Flashes good leather over there at third base. He's at third base once again at the hot corner.
He is batting 7th. Batting 8th is Alex Narin. Narin is the DH tonight. We saw Narin on Saturday, but he was at second base. He is the DH tonight, batting 8th. And batting 9th is Tyler, and it's Mala Lloyd. Maya Lloyd, that's what it is. Maya Lloyd. That's how you say it, all right? Mata Lloyd. I got to fix that, sorry. Mata Lloyd. Tyler Mata Lloyd. And I don't have any information beyond that. He is the second baseman. So Mata Lloyd. I'm sorry. It's Matalloyde. So there we go. All right, so it's Mize, Morphew, Push, Taylor, Koski, Meyer, Rendazzo, Narin, and Mata Lloyd for the move. For the Sodbusters, Scott Galusha sending this lineup out there. Scott Galusha, again, the manager for about another week, and then Chandler Wagner from KU will take over when they get back from the road trip. Busters go on the road tomorrow. We'll talk about that more a little bit later. He leads off again with Carson Cahoy, once again in center field. Tyler Monroe is batting second, playing shortstop. Trevor Matson, who was our pregame interview a moment ago, he is batting third, playing first base. Ian Riley is at third base tonight. He started at third base on Saturday. He, again, is at third base. He's batting cleanup. Different catcher tonight. All right, we had a great catcher on Saturday in McGuigan, giving his knees the rest to not start the game. Nick Carlson. Nick Carlson can play infield. He can play catcher. He's one of those universal guys. He is behind the dish tonight. He is batting fifth. Jack Hammonds is the DH tonight. All right, we didn't see Hammonds the other night, so he is in the lineup batting sixth as the DH. Trayton Colziel is in left field, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Cameron McCuller. Did a good job in right field the other night. He is back in right field, batting eighth. And Trevor Stevens at the Keystone at second base. So it is Cahoy, Monroe, Matson, Riley, Carlson, Hammonds, Koziel, McCuller, and Stevens for the Sodbusters. Josh Salmon along with you. Very excited about baseball being here. Like I said, it's rained in the Tri-Cities area for most of the day, but it has held off pretty much in this area since about 2 o'clock today, maybe a little before that. I was in Grand Island earlier, and it was raining, and then all of a sudden I got done with lunch, and I went out, and it stopped raining. It was still overcast, and we'll take overcast. It beats 90 degrees because it gets hot down there on that turf infield, right? It sure does. I want to thank some of our sponsors, of course. We always have a bunch of sponsors for the Sodbusters, but just a few. We want to say thanks to Graham Tire, Nebraska Lottery. We want to say thanks to Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning, Provident Promotions, Sam's Club, Nebraska Land Distributing, Adams County Visitors Bureau, 5 Points Bank. Thank you all. And for the rest of you, we'll mention you as the game goes along here for the Sodbusters. We're about 20 minutes or so away from first pitch. And we look at some of the numbers from Saturday. And we'll get you the top hitter for the Moo was the leadoff hitter, Mize. He was a very busy guy. He was 3 for 5 at the plate. All right, he had 1 run scored, a couple stolen bases. They stole a lot of bases, the Moo did, so we'll see how they do tonight. He struck out once and he walked once. Morphew, who's batting second again tonight, batted second the other night. He was 2 for 5, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and a walk. You look at Tyler Push. He was busy as well, not only in center field but at the plate. 2 hits for him, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, 4 at-bats. Rendazzo struck out twice. He was 0 for 4. Garber's not in the game. He had a couple hits, so we'll maybe see him later in the game. Narin was 1 for 3, a walk. Excuse me, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. For the Busters, Cahoy had 2 hits and 2 runs, 4 at-bats. He stole a base. He made that game-winning throw. If you didn't see the game, it was interesting. In the 8th inning, Busters had bases loaded. They popped it up with 2 outs to second base. The second baseman lost it in the lights. That's Narin. And ball fell. We scored 2 runs. We took a 3-run lead. We were 1 ahead at that point. Next inning we come in. They get within. Bases loaded 3 and 2. They're within 3, okay? And ball hit to center field. It's a grounder right past the pitcher, right up the middle, over the bag, past Herrera, into center. Cahoy bobbles it a little bit. By that time, 2-run score. He throws it home. Here comes the guy all the way around from first to score. Cutting it off is Matson, making a direct strike to home plate. They get the runner by about 1.5 feet. It was pretty close, but he was out, and the game was over, and the Busters won 10-9. So it was a very dramatic finish to that game, and the Busters were out hit by the Moo. If you look at it, the Busters had 10 runs on 8 hits, 5 errors. You rarely see 5 errors in a game and have a team win, but that's what they had. The Moo had 9 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors. So it was just a lot of scoring, and it was kind of an uneven game. I mean, at the beginning, the Moose scored 2 in the first, and then Busters waited till the third to put any on the board, and then the Moo didn't score again till the sixth, or excuse me, till the seventh. Busters scored 1 in the sixth, so they were up 4-2 at that point. But then the Moo put a 4 spot on in the seventh. Busters put 3 more on. Moo 1 in the eighth. Busters 3 in the eighth. Moo 2 in the ninth, as I just mentioned, and then Busters won it by 1, 10-9. So we'll take a little break, and we'll come back. We have these words from Adams County Visitors Bureau here on the pregame show. This is Sodbuster Baseball. First pitch coming up at 6:35.
Adams County Visitors Experience, a place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Once again, thanks to all of our sponsors. Sodbuster pregame show. Josh Salmon with you from Duncan Field. We're 6:13 here as we have an overcast night. Duncan Field, hopefully the rain holds off. There's a chance a little bit later some more, but with a turf field, that's one of the advantages of a turf field. You really don't have to put any stuff down on the dirt because there is no dirt. You have grass outfield and turf everywhere on the infield. Even the pitcher's mound is turf, so that's a good thing to have. Fremont Moo and your Hastings Sodbusters. All right, we'll look at the lineups here again a little bit later. Let's talk about what these two teams did last year. It was a half season last year, basically because of the COVID, and the season got started late, and so a lot of, interleague games, and these guys got honestly sick of tired of seeing each other. If you ask the Moo, they'd say that. If you ask the Sodbusters, they'd say that. There was a lot of, it got to the point where I knew their players as well as I knew our players as far as what they did at the plate. One of those deals. But look at the final standings in the Expedition League last year. Fremont was third. Hastings was fourth overall in pitching. This was. It was close that way. You look at batting, Fremont was leading the league in batting. They had 1,884 at-bats, and they had 1,664 for the Sodbusters, all right? Fremont had 40 home runs, but that didn't lead the league. The Badland Big Sticks, easy for me to say, he led the league with 49 home runs, but the Fremont Moo beat them in the playoff game, the championship game, and it wasn't really even that close. Fremont pretty much took off early in the game and led it. I went to that game. You look at some of the guys for the Busters who are gone. Casey Burnham, not back this season. We'll miss him, but we have a very similar type player in Carson Gahoy. Yes, the same Carson Gahoy that went to Grand Island Senior High. He's again in center field tonight and looking forward to play. And he's a very energetic player. He's a confident player. He knows his abilities, and he gives 110% out there. He loves to play the game, and so that's fun to watch as well. Look at some of the batting leaders last year from the league. And you had Ronnie McBride, who as a Sodbuster fan, I'm going to tell you, I'm glad he's not back on the move because that guy just killed Sodbuster pitching last year. And he on the base pass, too. He was crazy. 330 He was second, but Cooper Morrison, who also not back for the Moo, led the league with 360. Both those guys just destroyed our pitching last year. Ronnie McBride had 7 home runs, all those on the road or at home, but not here. No home runs here by the Moo last year. In fact, the only home run here last year was the one that was in the pregame show opener was Cole Evans. Grant Schmidt got close. We had Griffin Everett got close last year, but neither one of them hit a home run. Ronnie McBride had 42 RBIs, led the league in that as well, so tell you what kind of season he had. Look at the pitching leader. Isaac Van Dyke for the Moo had 6 wins last year. Nate Zizda, who's back again as a Sodbusters, was 4th in strikeouts with 40. Van Dyke led those in 61, though, and Van Dyke led an ERA as well with a 2.50. So pretty crazy time these two teams had against each other. You look at the end of the year, all Expedition League team, how many guys are from the Moo and how many are from the Sodbusters? Well, you look at pitchers, and just Isaac Van Dyke from the Moo. Source Valley has a couple guys on here. They actually have 4 pitchers on there. Catchers, Griffin Everett made it from the Sodbusters, so did Ryan McDonald. Both those guys were not only catchers, but they played first base, very versatile and very good guys to have on the team. We miss having them on here. No catchers from the Moo made it. Fremont's second baseman, Dylan Sears, said his name a million times last year. He was on the all-league team. The next one for the Busters was third baseman Mike Bovey. Bovey went on to play at UNO, and that kid can play some baseball. He came up a high school kid, faced college pitching last year like nothing, and he destroyed it. It was awesome. He's a good kid. Efrain Cervantes plays for the Huskers now. He was the shortstop all-team, and he was only here about a quarter of the season. He didn't even make it halfway, but good hands, good at bat, and he made the team for the shortstops. And outfielders, Casey Burnham obviously on there as well. I should say Luke White for third baseman made it for the Moo, and he was another Sodbuster destroyer who's not back this year. We're not missing him at all. He was a big dude, but he could hit the ball and he could run pretty well. For a big guy, you always get a lot of extra base hits against the Sodbusters, and again, we don't miss him at all for the Moo. But a lot of new faces on both teams this year. They saw each other Saturday. Some of these guys still kind of getting used to playing with each other, getting used to playing on turf. We saw 5 errors in Saturday's game, and that takes a little bit. Again, some of those were some crazy hops, something you really couldn't do much about. So we'll see how the defense holds up tonight. The wind is blowing in straight from center field. We are about 8 minutes away from first pitch for Sodbuster pregame show. This is Josh Salmon, voice of Sodbuster Baseball. Once again, let's look at the lineups here for the visiting Fremont Moo. If you're just tuning in, thanks for joining us on Facebook Live, YouTube, and on MixLR on the radio feed. Drew Mize leading things off. He is your shortstop. Darian Morphew, is a center fielder. He is in left. Tyler Push is your center fielder, batting third. E.J. Taylor, first time we've seen him this year, he is at first base, batting fourth. Ryan Koski's in right field. Big night for him the other night. He is batting fifth. Jackson Meyer is behind the dish tonight for the Moo, batting sixth. Kyler Rendazzo, the third baseman, went 0 for 5 Saturday. He is batting seventh. Alex Nairn started at second base on Saturday, but he is the DH tonight, batting eighth. And Tyler, it's Matta Lloyd. That's how you say his last name. He is the second baseman, batting ninth. So it's Mize, Morphew, Push, Taylor, Koski, Meyer, Rendazzo, Nairn, and Mattaloid, with the pitcher Alex Wise on the hill for the Fremont Moo. Looking at your Sodbusters, Carson Gahoy leading things off. He'll be in center field. Tyler Monroe had a little bit of problems with defense the other night, but look for him to get that straightened out. It's early in the season. I think he's getting more used to the turf. He is at shortstop, batting second. Trevor Matson, one of our pregame interviews. He was first baseman. He is batting third. Ian Riley at third base once again tonight, batting fourth. Nick Carlson getting the start behind the dish. He's a universal guy, or a versatile guy, I should say. He can play infield. We got him starting at catcher. He did some catching this year in college. He is batting fifth. Jack Hammonds, first time he's played as a Sodbuster. He is the DH. He is batting sixth. We have Trayton Koziel in left field, just where he was Saturday. Cameron McClure in right field, batting eighth, and Trevor Stevens rounding out the batting order, batting ninth at the Keystone at second base, with Jeremy Schneider on the hill. We'll once again take a break and come back. This is the Sodbuster pregame show. Josh Salmon along with you. Let's get this word from Provident Promotions.
For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
The meadowlark says, the turkey says, the squirrel says, the Nebraska Lottery says,
enter your non-winning $5 Nebraska State Park Centennial Scratch tickets for a chance to win a 2-night stay at a Nebraska State Park, $2,021 in cash, and more. It's the Nebraska Lottery's Great Outdoors Getaway Promotion.
The lawyers say,
promotion runs through June 8th, 2021. Top prize odds 1 in 80,000.
Welcome back to Sodbuster Pregame Show. Josh Salmon along with you. Nate Miller to my right. He's our tech guy running the cameras for you. If you're watching on YouTube, how's it going? I'm waving to you. You can't see me, but trust me on that. If you're listening on MixLR, welcome as well. Again, you still can't see me waving, but that's okay. Busters, second game of the year tonight. They are wearing the yellows, and they look a lot like the Oakland A's. That's what they're going for. They got the B's on the hat this year, the white, and then they have the letter B, the yellow bills, the green backs of the hats, the yellow jerseys, just like the Oakland A's. White pants, green socks is what they're wearing. The Moos are in their purples tonight again with the gray pants and stripes. Busters go on the road after this one. Tomorrow night, they will be playing in Pierre, taking on the Trappers for the next 3 nights. So you got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They will take on these Fremont Moo once again at Fremont before being off on Sunday, back home again here on Memorial Day, Monday, 6:35 on that one. Tickets available if you want to get those. We'd love to see you out here at the ballpark. All right, I'd like to meet the fans. And still time for you to come on out and play and watch some baseball tonight and enjoy the Sodbusters fan. Hey, Buster, the mascot, is here right now, coming up the aisle. He's always a lot of fun. All right, and of course, all the on-field promotions, always a good time. And the beer batter, which if you don't know what that is, if you've been out to a Sodbuster game, you know. If you don't, then they pick out a guy on the opposite team who's the beer batter. And everybody in the crowd wants him to strike out because then there's discount on the brewskis. So if you hear cheering in the background, a lot of cheering for a Moo guy, it's not a bunch of Trader fans. It's them cheering because they want the dude to strike out. All right, that's what's going on that. So we'll figure out who the beer batter is as the game goes along. In the Clark Division last year, these two teams, Fremont Moo led the league. They were 34-20, 5-game winning streak to wrap up the season. Hastings Sodbusters were 28-23, still not a bad season. 5-game winning streak to wrap up their season, but they were 4.5 games back of the Moo. The Moo were just that good last year. They were just very unstoppable. They got to the championship game against the Badland Big Sticks, and who could just hit like crazy normally, but they just shut them down. And the game was played at Midland College, where the Fremont Moo play, and I was at that game, and it was just, if you're a Big Sticks fan, it was ugly because they just couldn't get anything going. The Moo were just that good and that dominant. Western Nebraska Pioneers, who are normally dominant in this league, they end up third. They had a tough season last year, 15 games back. They've had a couple good years in this league as well, and look for them to rebound soon as well. But that's what's going on there. So once again, Buster's getting ready to take the field here. We got room for you. There's some looks like some Little League guys making their way in to the ballpark here. We have an overcast night. The lights are on. Wind blowing from right to left field. Duncan Field, historic Duncan Field. Been here forever and a day. And if you don't know, Yogi Berra played here in Little League a long time ago in the 60s. So it's been here quite a while. But the dimensions are huge on Duncan Field, bigger than Coors Field, and I'm not making that up. Duncan Field is ginormous. It is really, really big. So you don't see a whole lot of home runs out of here, but it's a beautiful ballpark, and it's the nicest press box in all the league. I'm sure they do. And so I'm happy to be a part of the Sodbusters. Hey, if you're looking to host a Sodbuster, something over the season, some of these guys aren't from around here, need a place to stay. There's still some openings for that. Get a hold of us here at the Sodbusters, and we'll tell you how. One of the host families, this is pretty cool. This is from the Hoffman family. It says, we have hosted every year. Our family finds it to some of the best players of some of the best parts of our summer. The young adult players they pick are top-notch, helpful, and respectful. So the Hoffman family, again, doing it this year, and they have at the house Andrew Shaw. So pretty cool if you want to be a host family. It's a really neat deal. Brian Frew has done it in the past, one of the owners. It's a fun deal to host a player. And think about it. I mean, a lot of times they're at the ballpark either practicing or with games or on the road. So they're not around a whole lot, but when they are, you're kind of like their adopted family. You have some meals, you give some experience, especially if they're not from around here. You know, you take them out to the IMAX movie on a day off, or, you know, kind of show them the sights of what Hastings and the Tri-Cities has to offer, Grand Island and Kearney and all those, and kind of give them that experience. And we talk to the players, and they love that kind of stuff. The first episode of the Sodcast will be coming up here very, very shortly. I'm hoping to have that done tomorrow for you, but we'll let you know. Just keep you posted. We'll put something out on the Facebook and Twitter page about the first episode of the Sodcast. In that one, Brian Frew and I, again, hosting this year, we'll discuss the team, the full season, the pandemic not happening anymore, so we don't have to have the social distancing with the seating, which is a big thing as well. And we'll talk some players, and Max will talk about the hosting as well, which I just mentioned on the next Sodcast. Also on the episode, I'm going to try to throw in the Carson Gahoy interview. Carson came to my office about a week ago, and very nice young man. He's bulked up a little bit. He's ready to play some baseball. He didn't get a season in Santa Barbara this year because of COVID. They did some intramural games, some inter-squad type things. So he was anxious to play when he started on Saturday, still anxious to get out there in the field. It's going to take more than that to hold this young man back. And those of you who know that name from Grand Island, he went to senior high. He was a very good quarterback, very good pole vaulter, and a good baseball player. He chose to go the route of baseball. So we're happy to have him here on the Sodbusters. Home game tonight. Busters on the road once again tomorrow as they head to Pierre for 3 games before heading to Fremont for 2, taking next Sunday off. Back here again on Monday. That's when we'll join you for Memorial Day Monday. We'd love to have you out to the ballpark as well. And so the Sodbusters are taking the field in their yellows. We'll do the national anthem here momentarily. Appreciate you tuning in there on YouTube, the brand new Sodbuster YouTube channel. Josh Salmon along with you here all season. On the weekends, Steve Stein joins me. Steve, the PA announcer tonight. So if you hear his voice, that's him coming through on the background there as the PA announcer during the week. Fremont Moo, Hastings Sodbusters. We'll take a break, come back with first pitch. Don't go anywhere. This is the Sodbuster pregame show. First pitch coming up.
Hey, you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
We're going to do our pick out the beer better, and then we'll have our national anthem. And I always like to get the national anthem on because they're always local folks, all right? Jason Frew, I'll introduce her here in a moment, but we have a local gal who's going to be the national anthem. And anybody can get up and sing the national anthem. I don't think you realize how tough a song that is to sing. I did it one time. I was never asked to do it again. And I wasn't even asked to do it that time. I was a news reporter. I showed up. A Memorial Day thing nonetheless. One of my first days on the job, the guy who was supposed to sing didn't show up. I mentioned that I'm singing a little bit, and, well, that's what they said. And so they asked me to sing, and they never asked me again. So here we go. National anthem performed here.
Sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. Tonight, our anthem will be performed by Emma Bullerman.
Very nice job on the national anthem once again, an Aurora student. So Jason Frew is a music teacher at Aurora. He grabs some of his students sometimes to do the national anthem, and they're always very talented kids that like to do the national anthem here at Duncan Field. The Ghostbuster song is playing in the background. That means it's time for Buster Baseball. On the hill tonight for the Busters, Jeremy Schneider. Jeremy, the right-hander, getting the start for the Busters tonight. And these guys are limited on some innings, so we'll not see who he'll see or how long he'll pitch, but he will be pitching to Carlson. Nate Carlson is his catcher tonight. Schneider, get you a little bit of information on him. First time he's pitched for the Busters, obviously it's only second game of the season, but Northeast Community College freshman. He's from Wyoming. Lovell, Wyoming. Pretty cool. There's a lot of guys on this team from either Northeast Community College or Cloud County Community College. And I didn't talk to either one of them in the pregame. We had Arcadia College. Was Matson the first baseman. So Schneider on the hill. There's Jeremy Schneider and Jake Schroeder. Very similar names, and I will try not to screw those up tonight. I'll do the best I can with you on stats as well, as our stats program is not working tonight. That's a league-wide thing, so the Moo are having the same problem I'm having with that, but we'll do it the old-fashioned way. I got a sharp pencil, and I'll be ready to go with that. All right? Leading things off for the Moo, it'll be Drew Mize, then Darian Morphew, and Tyler Push for the Fremont Moo. All three of those guys in the same batting order and same positions they played the other night. Jeremy Schneider, returning sodbuster. Last year, played in 9 games for the Busters, 6.75 ERA, 2 wins, 2 losses. 32 innings pitched, 33 strikeouts, 23 walks, and gave up 37 hits. His first appearance was August 11th versus the Moo. And we're set underway, and Drew Mize digs in. Here's Schneider's pitch, righty versus righty. That one inside, ball 1. Drew Mize, Darian Morphew, and Tyler Push. Schneider's pitch outside. So one inside, one outside there. It is ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Just getting underway here. Thanks for joining us on your Monday nights. Overcast night, lights on already. That one over the inside corner for strike 1. Behind Schneider, you've got third to first. We'll do that here in a second. Riley at third. Monroe at short. Stevens at second. Matson at first. That one right down the pike. Strike 2. In the outfield from left to right, it goes Koziel, Cahoy, and McClure. So that's your defensive arrangement there for the Sodbusters. 2 balls, 2 strike pitch coming up here from Jeremy Schneider to Mize. That one over the outside corner. And it must have been a ball. He started walking towards the dugout. He thought, okay, that's strike 3. And the umpire's like looking at him, no, that's a ball. So, Sodbuster fans are already letting the umpire have it and rolling on their first batter. That was interesting. Yeah, it looked like a ball to me, but Mize thought it was a strike. And now that's strike 3. That time he thought it was a ball. Tosses the bat, starts walking towards first, and he struck out looking. So the interesting things that happen between these two teams continues. Strikeout number 1 there for Jeremy Schneider brings up Darian Morphew. Morphew the other night started in left field as well. He was 2 for 5 in that game on Saturday night. Going over the outside corner, it is a strike. Tyler Push had a big night. Good bat. He's on the on-deck circle here for the Moo. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the first, just underway here at Duncan Field. Out on the inside corner, 89 miles an hour. Nice pitch there from Schneider. No balls, 2 strikes. Jeremy Schneider working quickly out there. You're a broadcaster, you like that. Shakes off a sign, shakes off another sign. Finally gets the one he wants from Carlson, his catcher. Carlson sets him up inside, right back between the wickets and into center field. That literally right between his legs. Cahoy will pick it up in center, but Morphew on with a base hit. Nothing you can do about that one except for get out of the way sometimes. So Morphew with the first hit. No hitters over here in the first inning. That's okay. We're fine with that. Tyler Push, this is a tough out. Had a busy night on Saturday. It was 2 for 4. 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, stole a base. It was all over the place. Provided some good defense out there in center field. Actually stole 2 bases Saturday night. Decent lead over at first for Morphew. Schneider looks at him. Morphew doesn't go. He bluffs. Carlson keeping a good eye on him behind the plate. And the pitch with the ball. Carlson's one of those guys, Nick Carlson. He can play infield. They got him listed as an infielder, but he also caught this year in college. So he's getting a start. We have him listed as a catcher on our roster. But it's nice to have that versatility if you need a guy to play some infield. Again, bluffing at first is Morphew, and that one in there for a strike. Taking all the way was Push. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. Top of the first, no score. Fremont Moo, Hastings Sodbusters. Busters in their yellow jerseys if you're listening to the radio side. White pants, green socks, green, yellow, and white hats. It's a lot like the Oakland A's. The Moo in their purples, gray pants, orange stripes. That one then there's strike 2. So a very liberal strike zone here tonight for this umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first for the Moo. Tyler Push, one of the tougher bats in their lineup this year. He's kind of the Ronnie McBride of the Moo, I think, this year. I think he's going to be the Ronnie McBride type guy for them. That pesky player that's really good. Runner goes. That one hits a first. Matson sliding, takes it himself over to the bag. Nice play by Matson on the turf. Backhands it. On his way to second base, has enough energy and time to get up and just beat out Push, who's pretty quick, over to first. Nice play over there. I'm really liking that Matson kid, and there's 2 down. Trevor Matson, nice play. So E.J. Taylor comes up. He's the first baseman tonight, right-handed batter. I know nothing else about him. The Moo don't have a roster for me, except for I know their first names and last names and their uniform numbers. As the season goes along, we'll get some of that, I hope. So Morphew moved to second on the play. There is 2 outs. There's Taylor. First one out, quite a bit outside for a ball. Outfield playing shallow in left and center. Right field, couple steps back. Runner on second. Schneider checks his runner. Comes to the plate, and that one hits him. Hopefully they won't start that again. Hit batsman. We had 7 hits batsman the other night in the game. 5 Sodbusters were hit, and 2 from Fremont were hit. First one of the night here tonight is E.J. Taylor. So, obviously, guys don't do that on purpose. And so that brings up Brian Koski, the right fielder. So runners on first and second here. Schneider trying to get out of the inning. Got the 2 outs. Koski, another righty, right-handed heavy batting order for the Moo tonight. That one right down Main Street. And it's a strike. Schneider returning buster. Again, he pitched in 9 games for us last year. He goes to Northeast Community College in Norfolk. Good baseball program up there. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Schneider double checks his runner at second, Morphew. That's a check swing into his own dugout. His teammates giving him a hard time over there as one of them had to play heads up pretty quickly. That was headed right towards that guy, too. He's got really quick reactions. I don't know who that is, but he's laughing it off now. But let's see if he puts a helmet on in the dugout. I'd laugh at that. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. No score. Schneider, 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Let's see what he goes with here. And the pitch, that one is 87. Took a little off of that one. It's a little high. Schneider wearing the number 19 out there. Right-hander versus right-hander. Morphew stands on second. He had a single. E.J. Taylor stands on first. He was hit by a pitch. Mize has gotten out. Push has gotten out. 2 of the tougher batters in the order. That one hits a second. Scooped over to first. Nice play by Stevens, and the Busters get out of it. Fremont leaves 2 on base. 1 hit, 2 left on, and no runs at the end of a half inning. We have no score. Busters coming up in the bottom of the first. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Well, Busters had a little bit of trouble there with 2 runners on, but Schneider pitched his way out of it after giving up the single and hit batsman. He got Koski to ground up to second. Nice play by Stevens over to first, and Busters will see what they can do here with Cahoy, Monroe, and Matson coming up here for the Sodbusters. Again, they go on the road to Pierre for 3 days. For the next 3 days, then they'll take on Fremont Moo in Fremont. After that, back here. Next home game is Monday, Memorial Day. We'd love to have you out to the ballpark. Come on out to Duncan Field. If you can't, then you can always tune on to the YouTube feed and the MixLR. And listen if you like to do radio listen or if you like to do TV listen. So warming up there is Alex Wise, right-hander for the Moo. Carson Cahoy comes up. Carson making his Sodbuster debut on Saturday. He was 2 for 4 in that game. 2 runs scored. RBI, a walk. Goes to Santa Barbara City College. Didn't have a 2021 season because of the pandemic. So he was chomping at the bit to play some baseball this year. And returning back to the Tri-Cities, he's a Grand Island kid. Graduated in 2020 from Grand Island. 3-sport athlete. Good athlete. Bulked up a little bit this season. Outfield playing deep. Pitch on the way here from Wise is called a strike. It looked a little low. Cahoy doesn't argue. Carson Cahoy, 6'3", 180 is what they got him listed at, but I think he's a little bigger than that now. Chopper to second. They're going to have to hurry because he is really fast. Nice scoop, and they do get him. A good play there by the second baseman. And there's one down. That's Mata Lloyd. First time we've seen him for the Moo. Tyler Monroe comes up, the shortstop. Monroe batting left-handed. Tyler hails from Lincoln, Nebraska. He goes to Northeast Community College. And just 1 ball, no strikes to Tyler. Can get him to start at shortstop. Not too many lefties in the Sodbuster lineup tonight. He's one of them. That one outside. Tried to frame it. The catcher didn't buy it, though. And it's 2-0 here to Monroe. So, bottom of the first, no score. That one almost the exact same spot. Catcher again tried to sell it. And not buying is the umpire. 3-0 here. Let's see if Monroe takes all the way. Trevor Matson, a good bat, due up next for the Busters. That one right down Burlington, and it is strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Working very quickly here is Alec Wise. I think he's illegally parked or something, how quickly he's pitching here. Here is the 3-1. Fouled off, nubbed at the plate. So it goes 3-2 here as Wise is battling back. Monroe is up 3-0. The last 2 pitches have been strikes. Here is the 3-2. And takes strike 3. That one looked really, really low down by the shins, but that was the same pitch that Cahoy got as the very first pitch to lead off the inning. So he's going to call that low strike tonight. You're going to have to swing at it. Caught looking is Monroe. First strikeout for Wise tonight. 2 down for the Busters here in the first. Brings up Trevor Matson. He was at a pregame interview from Riverside, California. He's an Angels fan. Likes, of course, the center fielder there, Mike Trout. I think that's a prerequisite if you're an Angels fan. But Riverside's in San Diego County, which is where I'm from. So we had a little good Southern California chat out there. He's a nice kid. Loves to be playing. Had a big smile on his face before the game. 2-0 here to Matson. If he should get on, Ian Riley due up next. Riley, another left-handed batter. He's on the on-deck circle. No score. Bottom first. Moo and Busters. Here's a pitch from Alex Wise. That one well outside. Coming in at 89 miles an hour, though. And it's 3-0 here to Matson. So he fell behind. That one inside for ball 4. He fell behind Monroe before coming back and striking him out, but this time he walks Matson. Good discipline at bat there for Matson. Sometimes that stuff goes by the wayside in the box score, but that could be an important at bat there. Especially if we have a game like we had Saturday where they only win by 1. Matson leads off of first. Ian Riley comes up. Nicknamed E. He was 0 for 5 on Saturday, looking for his first hit as a sodbuster. No better time than right now. Matson being held on over at first. That one over the outside corner. That is a strike. Ian Matson. Or excuse me, Ian Riley. 0-1 count here. Riley from Cloud County Community College. Hails from Austin, Texas. I like to talk to the Texas guys. They always have good stories. Ask them about if they've had any Nebraska beef yet, and they said they haven't, so we need to get them some steaks. That should just be a prerequisite. 0-2 coming up here to Riley. Matson stands on first, no score, bottom 1. Mize's pitch gets away from the catcher. Matson runs to second. Finally, the catcher figures out where it is. Meyer had no idea where that thing went, and it rolled to his right and behind him. So runner in scoring position now for Riley. And different catcher tonight for the move. The other night we saw Nichols, and he was pretty good with the glove. A little bit of trouble there for Meyer. So now 1-2, 2 outs. Runner in scoring position here, bottom of the first. Ian Riley trying to get the Busters on the board here. Wise finally gets a sign he likes. The right-hander kicks and delivers, and the pitch is low. Taking all the way, the 89-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-2 to Ian Riley. If Riley should get on, Nick Carlson, the catcher, do up next. Carlson, a right-handed batter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no score. The only hit in the game belonged to the Moo. Matson walked. He stands on second. That one well inside. 88. That looked like a slider. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here. Nice at bat for Ian Riley he's putting together. Wise is having a little control issues out there right now. He fell behind Monroe before striking him out. He walked Matson. He stands on second. And now he's having a hard time with Riley. Chopper down first base line, and that is foul. So we'll do it again. And they have, I like when the players play base coaches at first. Luke Solis is over there. I remember, like the old Little League days. That was always my job, was base coach, because I wasn't good. But I was a good base coach, I'll tell you that. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner going, and it's ball 4. So Matson just takes third base like nothing. He was going all the way. And 2 walks in a row given up here by the Moo. Busters are in business. 2-out rally going on here. Brings up catcher Nick Carlson. Carlson didn't play in Saturday's game. 2 walks this inning. Given up by Mize, and that one's a ball as well. So some control issues. There's already somebody warming up in the Moo bullpen, and we're only in the first inning. Runners on first and third. Matson's on third. Riley stands on first. Riley goes. Throw down to second. It's a pretty good throw, but he had a really good slide. Throw was a little short of the bag. It was aimed. It was just a little underthrown, I think. Second baseman cuts it off, watches Matson. He doesn't go to home, so a stolen base there for Ian Riley. And Scott Kalusha, as the manager, he likes to have guys steal bases, make things happen. Small ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one back to the pitcher. He surprised himself. Underhands it to first, and he gets out of it. And they leave 2 on base. So 2 left on, no hits, no runs at the 1 complete. We have no score. This is Sodbuster Baseball, second inning coming up.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Well, nobody got any score in the first inning. Both teams left 2 runners on, so we'll see what the Moo can do here or not do, hopefully, in the top of the second. Josh Salmon back with you. Nate Miller to my right running the TV controls for you. Appreciate you tuning in here, Duncan Field, on your Monday night as we have some Monday night baseball. I think that should be a thing. They have Monday night football. Shouldn't Monday night baseball be a thing? It used to be a thing on ESPN, but I don't know what happened there. They have the Wednesday night. They have the Sunday night. Not sure what's going on there. But Schneider back out for his second inning of work. He gave up 1 hit and hit a batter, but got out of it last inning. So this inning he will see the 5, 6, 7 hitters here for the Busters. Excuse me, the 6, 7, 8 hitters. It'll be Jackson Meyer, Kyler Randazzo, and Alex Nairn due up for the Moo, Meyer, the catcher. Didn't see him on Saturday. First time we've seen him at the plate. Left-handed batter is Meyer. Big kid. Tall guy out there. Schneider gets his sign from Carlson. Carlson sets him up on the outside part of the plate and swung on and missed on that one. Blew it right by him. 87, the old Linda Ronstadt fastball blew by you. The ball's 1 strike. Duncan Field overcast. Clouds clearing off, though, a little bit. Actually, a pretty calm, nice night here. Duncan Field. I was worried about rain in the forecast. It did rain most of the day in the Tri-City area. Kind of stopped 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish in Grand Island. I'm not sure what Hastings had, but Field was ready to go tonight. 1-1 here to Jackson Meyer. Swung on and missed on that one. 85, pulled a string, took a little bit off, looked like a changeup. Meyer sitting dead red. We've seen Schneider reach 89 tonight. Let's see if he goes back to the heater. The 1-2. Let's see what Carlson gives him for a target. He shakes it off. He wants something else. Carlson sets him up inside, and that one's a little too far inside for a ball. He has hit a batter tonight. We had 7 on Saturday, I mentioned. That was crazy. I've never seen a game with 7 hit batsmen before. And the Moo hit 4 busters in a row. So it's pretty crazy. And that one just missed by an eyelash, and a very small eyelash inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's a close one. Schneider wanted that, so did all the Busters fans. Everybody collective exhale at the same time. Here's the 3-2 coming up. Chopper to second. Stevens, slow roller, over to first, and he is out. Next best thing to the strikeout is the ground out. 1 down. So it brings up Kyler Randazzo. Randazzo 0 for 5 on Saturday. Never got anything going. Struck out twice. Got a cool name, though. Kyler Randazzo. It's just a fun one to say. Not that Jeremy Schneider isn't bad. It's better than Josh Salmon, right? My S's are too close together. Busters on the road after tonight for 5 days, and then back on Monday. Join us here at Duncan Field as that one's over for a strike. Memorial Day baseball on Monday. Don't get much better than that, right? That's pretty American. 0-1 count, 1 out. Top second. Fremont up. Now down third base line and foul. Thing was smoked down third base, but luckily not fair. Randazzo, if Randazzo should reach, Alex Nairn comes up. He was the one that had the big error in the 8th inning Saturday night to let the Busters score 2 runs on the drop ball. He lost it in the lights. But Moo battled back. Swung on it, missed, and struck him out. First strikeout for Schneider as a Buster in 2021. Kyler Randazzo, have a seat. Take the back. Second strikeout as a Buster, but still. Drew Mize struck out to lead off the game. I'm doing score old school tonight with the pencil, so here we go. 2 outs Alex Nairn comes up. He's the DH tonight. We saw him at second base on Saturday. Just in there for his bat. Takes strike one. Doesn't like the call. Righty versus righty. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top second, no score. Schneider dealing. Pitching a good game out there for the Busters. That one just a smidge low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Matt Lloyd on the on-deck circle if Nairn should reach. Here's the 1-1 from Schneider. Straight back, just a little underneath it. 87, that one coming in off of the bat. Off the arm, excuse me. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The drum is here. The drum guy. I remember the drum guy from last year for the Busters. You can hear him. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Schneider trying to get a clean inning out of it. Swung on a missed and just foul tipped it. Staying alive up there is Nairn. I thought he swung and missed it for a minute. He just barely nicked it. Schneider looking for the clean inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no score. Top second. Schneider shakes off another sign from Carlson. See if he goes back to dead red heater. And nope, he goes with off speed. 77 and just freezes him. Just locks him up. No idea what was coming at him. 3rd strikeout of the night for Jeremy Schneider, and the Moo have nothing doing in the second. Bottom of the second coming up, no score from Duncan Field. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
The meadowlark says. The turkey says. The squirrel says. The Nebraska Lottery says.
Enter your non-winning $5 Nebraska State Park Centennial Scratch tickets for a chance to win a 2-night stay at a Nebraska State Park, $2,021 in cash, and more. It's the Nebraska Lottery's Great Outdoors Getaway Promotion.
The lawyers say.
Promotion runs through June 8th, 2021. Top prize odds 1 in 80,000.
To Duncan Field, second inning going on. Josh Salmon along with you. Nate Miller to my right running your TV controls. Hi to you on the YouTube channel. Hi to you on the MixLR radio channel. Josh Salmon back with you. Busters looking to get something going here with no score in the bottom of the second. And we'll have Hammonds, Koziel, and McClure. Wise back out there for the Moo as they had somebody warming up in the first inning, but nobody warming right now, so we'll see if Coach sticks with him. First pitch misses for a ball. Carlson, the catcher, doing a good job behind the dish tonight. First time we've seen him for the Sodbusters this season. One of those guys that can play a couple different positions. We have him listed as a catcher. Up the middle, it sounds like it broke the bat. Chopper to short. One-hand scoop, and nice play at shortstop. Wow. Mize all over that thing. Drew Mize took it on the in-between hop to his left, right into the glove. That was a very good play by the Moo, and Carlson is retired. 1 down. That's a tough ground out. That was a really good play, though. So it brings up Creighton Koziel, the left fielder. We were talking off the air, Nate and I, last inning when Nairn struck out for the Moo. He was the beer batter as well, so extra reason for people to cheer here at Duncan Field. Thanks, Nairn, for the discounts on the brewskis, right? Yeah, so there we go. Allen fouled back. It's 0-1. Koziel. Allen gets away from the catcher. One ball, 1 strike. Koziel played in Saturday's game. He was 0 for 4, looking for his first hit as a Sodbuster. Left-handed batter. 3 left-hand batters in the lineup tonight for the Busters. Pitch from Wise over the outside corner. Ooh, it looked pretty good from up here, but it missed. 2 balls and 1 strike. 89 miles an hour out of the hands of Alex Wise. He works quickly out there on the mound. Swung on and missed on that one. Took some off. That was 88. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see what he goes to here. But what a beautiful pitch that was by Schneider. to fool Naren last inning. He went fastball and then took 10 miles an hour off of it with the changeup and just he didn't know what to do with that thing. Chopper down third baseline. Randazzo over to first, and they get him 2 down. So Hammonds grounds out. I was calling him Carlson, I'm sorry. Hammonds grounds out. Trayton Koziel, or that was... So Koziel grounds out, brings up Cameron McClure. Unfouled back. Oh, 0-1 count here to McClure. McClure, the right fielder for the Busters. So we had Hammonds to lead off the inning. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Hammonds, Koziel, and now McClure. See, the old school scoring here is getting me. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Busters trying to get somebody on base. His Wise looking a lot different here than he did in the first inning. He was all over the place, had some control issues, really settling in here for the move. That one upstairs. As I say that one starts to get away from him. 2 balls and a strike. McClure, the right fielder. Stevens due up next if somebody can get on here. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, no score, bottom 2. Swung on and missed on that one. Is that right? 49 miles an hour? I don't think that's right. That can't be right because that would be like my fastball. So that was the catcher's return throw. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and swung on and missed. 86 on that one. And the Busters go down 1-2-3 here in the second. Still no score. Top of the third coming up. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey you, your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
No score, top of 3. Welcome back to Duncan Field. Josh Salmon along with you, voice of Sodbuster Baseball, as we have an on-field promotion going on. And Jason Frew is the best in the business out there on the field. I'm just going to come out and say it. Nobody gets a crowd going like Jason Frew does. The strikeout gets the crowd going here for the Busters as Alex Naren ended last inning on a big strikeout. Just froze at the plate by Schneider. So he'll see 9-1-2 here for the move. It'll be Modeloid, Mize, and Morphew coming up for the Busters. Busters go on the road tomorrow for 5 games, 3 with Pure Trappers at Pure and 2 with These Moo in Fremont. Before returning back home, they'll be off on Sunday and then start the next homestand on Monday. So we hope to see you out here for Memorial Day Monday baseball. But right now, we're in the 3rd inning and no score. Only 1 hit in the game. That belongs to Morphew, who's due up 3rd this inning. Here's the pitch from Schneider in his 3rd inning of work. 82 on that one. It's a strike, taking all the way. It's Modeloid. Modeloid, the second baseman tonight, getting the start for the Moo, as they have Naren, the DH. Schneider works quickly, just like his counterpart Mize. The 0-1, that one down third base line and just foul. It started off fair, and it was foul before it got to the bag. That was a close one. We'll see if Riley scoots over a little bit towards third base. He does. A little closer to that bag in that line as perhaps Modeloid's looking to pull it here. The 0-2 coming up from Schneider. Gets him on that one. Wow, 76 miles an hour. Just pulls the string and can't do anything with it. Great job of changing speeds tonight from Schneider. He's looking really good out there on the hill. Another strikeout. That's 4 for the young man. Schneider did a good job last year for the Busters with strikeouts. Quite a few in the 9 games he had. Back to the top of the order for the Moo. Drew Mize, he struck out looking to lead off the game in the first. That one upstairs, 85 miles an hour, ball 1. More if you do up next. No score, top 3. Duncan Field, overcast night, lights on. The crowd on hand here, a lively crowd. And then for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Drew Mize, the center fielder. Schneider shakes off another sign from his catcher, Carlson. See what he wants instead. 80 miles an hour, that one a little low. Like he was perhaps going with a curveball or a splitter. I couldn't quite tell what that was. With the movement, 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Schneider kicks and delivers. Righty versus righty here. And that one low again. Almost the same location on that one. 3 balls and a strike for Schneider. Righty delivers, and that one misses for ball 4. So the first walk given up by Sodbuster pitching tonight is Drew Mize, and he's a tough guy to have on base. Stole 2 bases the other night against the Busters. But you can bet that Carlson knows that, and he's ready behind the plate. So Darian Morphew comes up. He has the only hit in the game, a single back in the first. Schneider checks his runner Mize over at first. Good lead for Mize. Doesn't go. He's got a huge secondary lead. He takes a really big lead over there. Schneider takes a little breath, steps back on the rubber. Checks his runner. Good lead again over at first by Mize. Doesn't go. That one just a little upstairs, and it's 2-0. To Morphew. Tyler Push to up next. It doesn't get any easier. He's a good hitter as well. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here. Top of the third, no score. Runner on first. That one in there for a delayed strike call on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mize on first, led off with a walk. Jeremy Schneider hoping for the double play. Runner goes. Delayed throw there by Carlson, and you can't delay it with Mize out there. He steals it easily. He hesitated like he wasn't going to throw and then decided to throw. Sometimes like that it goes into center field. So lucky they didn't go to center field, but a stolen base by Mize, and he likes to do that. So now runner in scoring position. The pitch was a strike, however. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jeremy Schneider tossed 22 innings and started 4 games while recording a 2-1 record with a 2.85 ERA. Struck out 21 batters and walked 1 during his freshman season in college. 2-2 here. Floats that one upstairs at 73. He looks at his hand like it slipped out of his hand. And he goes to 3-2. Season was cut short, though, due to COVID-19. He was named second team NJCAA All-Academic and first team Academic All-Region for Jeremy Schneider. He wants a new sign from Carlson. Mize stands on second. He walked, stole second. Here's the 3-2. And another walk. That one goes to Morphew. So, how the tides have turned here, it's different, as Wise, the Fremont pitcher, had a hard time in the first inning, and Schneider cruised. And now they've kind of reversed. Wise looked really good there in the bottom of the second, and now Schneider with a little bit of problem here in the third. 2 runners on, no outs for Tyler Push. Push is a tough batter. Batting .500, 2 for 4 on the season. This coming on Saturday's game. Runners on first and second. That one back up the middle. They're going to have to hurry to stop it. They don't. It goes into center field. Runner comes around. Throw to home is not cut off. You have to hurry to get Mize, and you don't. 1 run scored. That's an RBI single for Tyler Push. 1-0 Moo. First pitch he sees, he hammers it right up the middle. Only second hit given up. First run given up by Schneider. Brings up E.J. Taylor. Still no outs here in the third. No action in the Buster bullpen. Schneider's got to get a ground ball here and try to induce a double play or just get somebody out somewhere. Checks his runners on first and second. The pitch to Taylor. Looked pretty good from up here, just a smidge outside for ball one. Koski on the on-deck circle for the move. 1-0 Fremont. Mize drew the walk. Morphew with a walk. Mize came around to score on the RBI there by Push. And that went in there for a delayed strike call. So 1-1 strike. 1-0 move, top three, Duncan Field. Thanks for tuning in with us. I got Camo21 listening on MixLR. A lot of you over on YouTube as well. That one hit the short. Monroe to second. See if they can go back to first to get him, and they call him out. Get the double play. And there is the double play to end the inning. So the old 6-4-3 double play to get E.J. Taylor. And Moo do put one across in the inning, though. However, it is 1-0 to the Moo. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
Welcome back to Duncan Field as we get ready for the third inning going on here at Duncan Field. Josh Salmon back with you. Nate Miller to my right running the TV controls. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube and on MixLR. Camo21 I see out there. You're listening. Appreciate it. Well, Moose put one together, scraped together a run before hitting into a double play back in the top of the third, so we'll see what Wise shows up this inning. First inning, he was control issues all over the place, but able to get out of it. He made the Busters go 1-2-3 in the second. So we'll see what happens here as it's the 9-1-2 hitters here for the Busters due up. Trevor Stevens comes up. That went in there for a strike. I talked to Trevor before the game. We'll use that as a pregame interview tomorrow. Trevor Stevens, Cloud County Community College. He's a sophomore, originally from Omaha. That one outside is 1-1 strike to Stevens. Stevens, the second baseman. Good hands out there. He's been a little busy tonight. Some ground balls. Wise again working very quickly. Sometimes the batter wants to step out the box and try to scoop his momentum. That one's hit the first. E.J. Taylor will take it himself, and there's one down. Wise getting the ground ball. Yeah, you want to screw up a pitcher's timing sometimes when he's working like this because he gets in a groove and then you're really in trouble. Sometimes you'll step out. And Cahoy's pretty good at that kind of stuff. And reading the pitcher. Carson Cahoy does step in. Right-handed batter. That one way outside. Ball one. Could use the wheels of Carson Cahoy on the base pass. Could use anybody on the base path at this point. Buster's still looking for their first hit here in the bottom of the third. The 1-0 offering. Wise. That one up the middle. No, shortstop comes up on. I thought that was going to get through. He got the hurry, and they completely overthrow it. Carson Cahoy gets second base on the overthrow. So it was a very nice play at short, but a horrible throw by Mize. I thought that was for sure going to go into center field. Mize scooped it up and then just airballed it to first. Taylor just looked at it like, I'm no way I can catch that thing. So runner in scoring position, a little gift perhaps from Fremont. And reaching on the air is Carson Cahoy. That one way up high. So we're seeing a little bit of Alex Wise from the first inning and a little bit of Alex Wise from the second inning here in the third. Had some control issues in the first. First error of the game belonged to Fremont Moo. That went in there for a strike. It's 1-1 strike here to Tyler Monroe, the shortstop. Carson Cahoy stands on second. Busters could use a run here, down by 1 in the bottom of the third. Coy wearing the number 6. Fouled straight back. The only famous number 6 I can think of is Steve Garvey. Who else wore a 6? Lorenzo Cain wore a 6. I think you're right. Good job, Nate Miller, on that one. 2 number 6s. Not a number you see a whole lot. Which one of the Yankees was number 6? That one was low. 2 and 2. Back in the day when Babe Ruth played, your uniform number was your batting order number. That's why he was number 3. He batted 3rd in the batting order. True story. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cahoy stands on second base. 1-0 move, bottom 3. Busters threatening. Back in this thing. That fouled off third base side. And will remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'd love to see you out here at Duncan Field on Memorial Day Monday, 6:35. First pitch on that game. And guess who? We're playing Fremont. We'll take Fremont on the 31st and then again on the 3rd. That's a high chopper into left. They're waving the run around. Cahoy, he runs pretty well. The ball cut off. Buster score. Tied it up. That was a pretty good throw from the left fielder. But Rendazzo cut it off at 3rd, and I think that was pretty wise because he probably weren't going to get Cahoy. He wanted to keep the runner at first. So RBI single there for Tyler Monroe. Buster's on the board here. And for Monroe, that is his second RBI as a sod buster. It brings up Trevor Matson. I'm telling you, I'm liking this kid. Just the way he plays the game. Monroe, decent lead over at first. Oh, 0-1 here to Trevor Matson. He walked back in the first inning, but was stranded. 1-1 our score. That was a really high chopper to left field. You haven't seen a hit like that in a while. It out to left field, and it took a high hop. Runner goes. The throw down to second, and he is out. It was a really good throw by the catcher. Monroe is gunned out. They read it perfectly. Jackson Meyer with a bullet to second base. And got him. Pitcher Wise points to his catcher, say, hey, you the man. I thought he might go somewhere in the sequence. I didn't think he was going to go there, the runner. The 1-1 coming up here to Matson. That one way outside. 2 balls and a strike. This is the kind of pitcher where you're really hard to face because you're not sure. He throws a pitch like that that's 10 feet outside, and then the next pitch is, inside and got some movement on it. So it's tough as a batter to face this kind of guy because you're like, am I going to get beamed or is he going to throw it down Main Street? Here's the 2-1 with 2 outs. Matson up the middle. He gets a hit, and he hustles to first base. He saw the center fielder have a little trouble with that one, but he gets on base in the second hit for the Busters. 2 batters in a row, 2 hits. Perhaps a 2-out rally going on. Let's see what happens here. So Trevor Matson, second hit of the day for the Busters. That's his his 3rd hit as a sod buster. Ian Riley comes up. He walked and was stranded on base to end the last inning as well. Matson stands on first. 1 run in for the Busters here in the 3rd. 2 hits in the inning. And in there for a strike. Wise getting a lot of first pitch strikes this inning. Stevens led off the inning with the ground ball to first, and then Cahoy reached on the error by the shortstop. Throw down to first and runner back. Well, made it to second on the overthrow. Was given the base. Came around to score on the RBI single from Tyler Monroe. Monroe was caught stealing of second base. Matson stands on first with the single. So there's the 2 outs. The 0-2 coming up here to Riley. Chopper to first. Thomas on a tough hop. That is a foul ball. Excuse me, Taylor. E.J. Taylor. That's a foul ball. Taylor tried to play it off. No, that was fair, really. Yeah. Empire got it right. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Appreciate you tuning in with us, watching and listening. Camo 21 over on Mixler, you're listening. Got the YouTube viewers as well. Outfield playing very shallow for Riley. The center fielder push is very, very shallow. So we do the 0-2 again as he fouls that one off on third base side. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the move. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Busters here in the bottom of the third. Wise shakes off the sign, trying to finish out the inning. Busters would like to add some more. Matson dancing around at first base. That one hit to left field and slices foul. So he had his 9-iron out on that thing. So Matson doing a little funky dance over at first, trying to throw off the pitcher's timing and rhythm. We had a guy in Little League that used to do that, and I said Little League, but we were 13 and 14. But he'd sit there and clap, and he'd like this the entire time and talk, and it threw off every pitcher in the league, and everybody hated that guy. You know what? But it worked. That one upstairs, he lays off of it. That was a close one. Good job staying off of that one for Ian Riley, the third baseman. Nickname is E, even though his name starts with an I. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Matson on first. Tied score, 1 apiece. Here's the kick and delivery from Alex Wise. That one falling into right field. Matson coming first to third. He didn't even stop. He had nothing on his mind but making the third base. He didn't even look up at his base coach. He just rounded the bag, and that's the kind of stuff that Scott Galusha loves in his players. He knows the situation, gives him a big high five at third. Nice piece of hitting there by Ian Riley. Runners on the corners here for the Busters. 2-out rally going on. Third hit in a row for your Hastings Sodbusters. And brings up catcher Nick Carlson. Carlson grounded out to short his first time up. So 3 hits for the Busters in the inning. They had none coming into this inning. Again, another first pitch strike there for Alex Wise. He's had no problem with the first pitch strikes. It's the ones beyond that he's had issues with. Third inning of work. Nobody going in the Fremont bullpen. Runner goes. That one a chopper down third base side, but foul. So Ian Riley getting a little calisthenics in over at first base. He'll go back. Scott Galusha has been very aggressive on the base paths this season in these first two games. So of the move, for that matter. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on the corners here. That one well outside, and good job taking it by Nick Carlson. Carlson from Kearney. Goes to Northeast Community College. Riley on first. Matson stands on third. 1-1 our score. Runner goes. That one hit the short. Mize across to first, and they get him, leaving 2 on base. But 3 hits, 2 left on, and 1 run at the end of 3. We are tied 1 run apiece. You're listening and watching to Sodbuster Baseball.
Perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for. From places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
Welcome back to Duncan Field. Josh Salmon along with you as Schneider back out there on the hill. He's got a little run support with tying it up 1-1. So it'll be Koski, Meyer, and Rindazzo due up here for the Moo in the top of the 4th. Looking at the Sodbuster schedule, plenty of games for you to come out to here in the young season. We're only in our 2nd game. Doubleheader on the 4th of July. And I bet there's fireworks to accompany that. Usually they put on a heck of a fireworks show here on the 4th of July. But yes, the next homestand will be on the 31st. We'll be home, and then they're off June 1st and 2nd. And then home for 4. One with Fremont on the 3rd. And then they take on the Weed City Whiskey Jacks. That's a fun one to say, right? On June 4th, 5th, and 6th. So make some plans. Come on out to Duncan Field if you haven't already. Get your tickets. You can do that. Koski digs in. Koski is 0 for 1. He grounded out to second base his first time up. Schneider is ready. He's got the glove up to his face. see that too much. There's a Chris Paddock for the San Diego Padres that does that too. That one hits a second. Stevens has a good hand tonight. Routine ground ball. 1 pitch, 1 out. You like that ratio here in the top of the 4th. Both times up, Koski has grounded to Stevens at second, so Stevens was playing him perfectly. Jackson Meyer, the catcher, comes up. He grounded out his first time up as well. Left-handed batter here for the Moo. Schneider kicks, delivers. Chopper to Stevens as well. Very busy out there. For him, 2 pitches, 2 outs. Again, a good ratio. I don't know what he's throwing, but keeps throwing it. Randazzo, the third baseman, comes up. He's 0 for the season right now. Struck out twice yesterday, once tonight. 0 for 1 tonight. Hasn't had a hit yet for the Moo. Plays a good third base. Did have 1 error last night, but otherwise pretty good. That one in there for a delayed strike call. Darren on the on-deck circle, but 3 pitches, and 2 outs here for the Moo in the top of the 4th. Schneider cruising right along. He'd like to keep this momentum going. High leg kick. Floats that one in there. What a beautiful curveball on that thing. Nice movement. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Kyler Randazzo. Here's the 0-2 from Schneider. Righty versus righty. Swung on and missed and got him. Went back to the heat after setting him up with that curveball. And Schneider just looks at the Moo dugout and walks off. I love the glasses, by the way, he has on. So, beautiful inning there for Schneider. Nobody doing nothing for the Moo. We're still tied at 1 apiece. Bottom of the 4th coming up. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Provident Promotions, oh man, they do a lot of different things, located very close to the Sodbusters office downtown in Hastings. So what a great inning there for Jeremy Schneider. 1, 2, 3, go the Moo. And leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th for the Busters, it'll be Jack Hammonds, the DH. Jack sports the number 12 on his jersey. He's from Kansas, this is college. He's a redshirt freshman from Owasso, Oklahoma. Not familiar with Owasso. I'm going to have to look that up. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Owasso. That's a fun one to say. Wise doing like he has all night. Works quickly. Flags at half staff. Blowing from right center field towards left. Got a ball and a strike here. 2 Hammonds. Koziel and McClure also do up this inning. That one in there for a strike. Good movement on that one by Alex Wise. Wise has given up 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned. 2 walks and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. That one low in the dirt. Good job laying off of that one is Hammonds. It's a tough one to lay off of sometimes. It looks so tempting, and then it drops at the last second. Looks like a splitter to me. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one, that just missed the outside corner. Perhaps got a call on that one. Full count here to Jack Hammonds, the DH for the Busters. Grounded out his first time up. And the pitch fouled straight back to our right. And the kids are racing after it. Here they go. Down there. We ought to have a little game. And there's one kid take the high road, one kid took the low road, and the kid taking the low road is winning. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go. And that one well outside. Good at bat here for Jack Hammonds, and the leadoff hitter's on for the Busters. First time they've had a leadoff hitter on tonight. So that brings up Koziel, the left fielder. Trayton Koziel. Koziel. Where's number 14? He's from Waverly, Nebraska. Pitcher and a second baseman, or excuse me, shortstop, talk things over out there. Nice walk-up music, by the way, for Koziel. The old Mississippi Queen song. Good stuff. Runner on first. That is Hammonds. Being held on by Taylor. Chopped down third base line, and that is foul. Nice idea, though. Left-handed batter, they play you to pull, and you slap it. He's going to get a new piece of lumber. I think he did something to his bat there on that one. He looked at it afterwards, and now he's switching out his stick with another one. Some of these guys not used to playing with wood bats. I talked to Carson Cahoy about that, and he says, yeah, we do a little bit of wood bats in practice and just kind of mess around. So, manager coming out. Wow, did the pitcher get ejected? Is he arguing balls? I'm not sure what happened there. How does the second base umpire kick the pitcher out of the game? And he does. I don't know what happened there. I was watching the batter. That's a very unusual situation where the second base umpire kicks the pitcher out of the game. I could see if he was arguing balls and strikes and the home plate umpire. But manager Shea for Fremont is out there, so now he's got to figure out an option. And he had a guy warming up in the first inning and doesn't now. So this guy will get as long as he wants to toss. We'll take a break and come back and figure out the whole situation here as we hear from Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning as it starts warming up out there. Summer gets close. Look to Ruts. We'll be right back with the pitching change and find out what's going on here as this pitcher gets ejected for the move. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
The meadowlark says. The turkey says. The squirrel says. The Nebraska Lottery says.
Enter your non-winning $5 Nebraska State Park Centennial Scratch tickets for a chance to win a 2-night stay at a Nebraska State Park, $2,021 in cash, and more. It's the Nebraska Lottery's Great Outdoors Getaway Promotion.
The lawyers say.
Promotion runs through June 8th, 2021. Top prize odds 1 in 80,000.
Welcome back to Duncan Field as Dawson Linder will be the new pitcher for the Moo. That's a first for me. I've been watching this game, playing this game, and been around this game for over 30 years, and I've never seen a pitcher during a broken bat situation get kicked out by the second base umpire. I think maybe he was complaining about the pitching or about the calls, and I don't know, the second base umpire had enough and threw him out, so a very odd situation. Meanwhile, it's still an 0-1 count here to Trayton Koziel. Nate's going to do some exhaustive research and see what he can figure out to my right here, but that's an interesting situation as the pitcher gets ejected by the second base or the infield umpire. So Dawson Linder comes in. I still wish I had a Fremont Moo roster. Thank you to Steve Stein, the PA announcer, for announcing the pitcher's name, because I had Linder on here, but I have no uniform number for any of the backup guys. So we'll start with a runner on first. That is Jack Hammonds, who led off with a walk. Scott Galusha is going to join me up here in the booth after the game. We'll talk to him about that situation and see exactly what was going on. They can hear things out there on the field, and Nate, to my right, said he just heard the umpire say, you're gone. Get out of here. So I'm not sure. Mize was starting to pitch pretty well. He's starting to find his Wise starting to find his groove there. And so we'll see if the Sawbusters can take advantage of Linder here, who wasn't ready to even come in the game. Linder taking some more warm-up tosses as There's a meeting on the mound there between the center fielder and all the infielders, right and left field, staying in their respective positions. Standing on first base is Jack Hammonds. So that is definitely a first for me. I've never, ever seen that. Pitcher get kicked out by the second base umpire. A couple new teams in the Expedition League this year. The Mining City Tommyknockers. If you don't know what the Tommyknocker is, it is a mythical being to keep miners safe. Also, the Canyon County Spuds from Caldwell, Idaho. I think you can figure out what a spud is. And the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks are relocating. Normally they're a Canadian team, but because of the COVID stuff and the border rules, they are playing in the United States this year. So, pretty cool for them. Pretty cool for us to have them back in the league again. They will play at Kraft Field in Grand Forks. So, Wheat City Whiskey Jacks, and we actually see them here very soon on the next homestand, June 4th and 5th and 6th. So it's an 0-1 count here. Dawson Linder in the game. 4 innings pitched, 4 Ys, and he got ejected. Runner on first, that one upstairs, ball 1. It's got to be kind of an interesting situation for a pitcher. It's like, all right, Linder, you're in. What? I'm not warmed up or anything. 1 ball, 1 strike. Short lead over at first for Hammonds. He led off the inning with a walk. It was an 0-1. Kozel cracked his bat, went to get a new bat. Sometime during that situation, the pitcher Wise said something not so wise to the second base umpire and got himself kicked out of the game. Dawson Linder, 1 ball, 1 strike by him to Kozel. That went well inside, and Kozel manages to not get hit. We have seen a couple hit batsmen in this game. Actually, just the one. 3-1 here. Buster's hoping for some more base runners. Here is the 3-1 offering, and that one over the outside corner. Pretty good pitch there from Linder. It looked like Kozel was taken all the way. Kozel, the left fielder, batting left-handed. Runner on first, very short lead for Hammonds. He's not going anywhere. That one slapped into left field. Nice hit. Good inside-out swing. I love it when lefties hit it towards that side of the field, especially on left field. Just slapped it in there. Makes it look easy, and Busters have 2 on here. First 2 batters of the inning reach. So the first batter that Linder faces, he gives up a single. That's the 4th hit of the day for the Busters. Brings up Cameron McClure. Busters did scrape together 8 hits last night in the game, in the 10-9 win. If you missed that one, you'll have to talk about it later, but that was an interesting game in a couple different situations. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes the strike by McClure, trying to pull the first baseman and third baseman in. Taylor did run in on the first at first base. He's still in on the green turf. Runners on first and second. Hammond stands on second. Kozel on first. The 0-1 here coming up to McClure, the right fielder. Very, very shallow in the outfield, especially center field. Slapped off on the first base side and into the parking lot. Push is playing a very shallow center field tonight. He hasn't really challenged anybody. The only person he really scoots back for is Matson and Cahoy. He's more shallow than the right and left fielders. They kind of come to almost an obtuse V out there. The 0-2 coming up here. Linder ahead in the count. Nice breaking ball on that one. Got him on the curve. McClure goes down swinging. First strikeout for Linder since entering the game. And there's 1 down for the Busters. Still 2 runners on. Brings up 9th place hitter Trevor Stevens. Stevens ground out to first his first time up. Taylor playing behind the runner at first. Pretty good lead over at second for Hammonds. Again, outfield very shallow for the left-handed batter. That one in the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher Meyer. Shadows starting to creep in. That means the sun's coming out. We didn't even have shadows begin the game. Most of the clouds have lifted. Turned out for a beautiful night of baseball. I was wondering if we were going to get this thing in if you would have asked me at 10 o'clock this morning. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Scott tied 1 apiece. Busters with 4 hits in the game, hoping for some more. Only 1 out here, 2 runners on. Linder comes in the game and allows a hit and a strikeout, and now it's 2-0 here to McClure. Starting pitcher Alex Wise kicked out of the game momentarily just a little while ago. We're not exactly sure why, but apparently he did something to the second base umpire he didn't like, and he tossed him. It probably a series of somethings. I don't think it was just one comment. Here's the 2-0. Fisted. Third base, it's slicing towards left field, and the left fielder is there. That one hung up there for a long time. If it wouldn't hung up there and had so much hang time, it might have fallen, but he got it off with the handle of the bat. So fly out to left field as Morphew was underneath it, and now there's 2 outs. So back to top of the order for Carson Cahoy. Now push scoots back in center field, although only about 5 or 6 steps. Left field playing a little deeper out there is Morphew. Koski in right, about the same depth as center field. Still runners on first and second. Now that sun really creeping out from the right side. The shadows over the pitcher's mound. Breaking ball breaks inside, but it's too far inside. Ball 1. So Hammond's led off the inning with a walk. He stands on second. Kozel with a hit after that batter change, or pitching change during the middle of his at-bat. He stands on first. There's 2 outs. Cahoy takes the outside strike. That's that strike that really hasn't been a strike, but he's called it all night. Carson doesn't dispute it. Not being held on is either runner. And big power alleys here. 405 to right and left center. Swung on and missed on that changeup. Whatever that off-speed pitch is, he's got some good stuff behind it there, Linder. It's tough coming in off the bench. You're not expecting the pitch, and he's done a pretty good job. Give up the hit and got the next 2 batters. So he's ahead in the count right now, 1-2 with 2 outs to Carson Cahoy. 2 runners on here for the Busters. We're all tied up 1 apiece, bottom 4. Checks his swing, doesn't go. That was that off-speed pitch again. They appeal. No. He's got a really good breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. 1 run apiece for each team. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Here is the 2-2 from Linder. Swung on and missed. Pulled the chain again on that off-speed pitch. Cahoy fooled a couple different times in that at bat. He was owned by that off-speed pitch, and that thing is nasty up there as well. So a strikeout for Carson Cahoy. And that's where the Busters stay with 2 left on base. We're still tied at 1 apiece. Top of the 5th coming up. This is Sod Buster Baseball.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey you, your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
Tied at 1 apiece here from Duncan Field. And we still have Schneider out there for his 5th inning of work. It's been a pitcher's duel, even though we've seen a couple pitchers for the Moo. That sun really coming out now. It's a really beautiful night here in Hastings, Nebraska, as the shadows are over the top of the pitcher's mound and creeping their way towards second base. The ball coming to a batter will be in the shade for a minute, in the sun, and then back in the shade again. And stepping in is the beer batter. That is Alex Narin, the DH. Last time he struck out, so everybody got their discount on the brewskis. Here we go. So they're cheering for him because they want him to strike out. That's what we talked about in the pregame show. They're not cheering for him because they want him to do good. And that one misses for ball 1. It was low. Gets away from the catcher. Not a big deal. Darren struck out his first time up. Playing DH, can also play second base, as we saw on Saturday. Here's Schneider's pitch. That one hit into right center field, and that's going to fall in front of McClure. And so the first runner is on here for the move. That's the first time they've had a leadoff hitter on in the game. Single there for Alex Narin. A lot of Alexes on their team. So it brings up Montaloid. Tyler Montaloid, the second baseman. Busters have no action, so Scott Galusha going with Schneider for the moment. Tied at 1 apiece. Busters out hitting the move 4-3. Montaloid buckles on that one a little bit. Schneider looks to his catcher Carlson and says, hey, do I need to go a little inside more on that one, or is it too far inside? Or sometimes it takes a little while for these guys to get used to each other. Decent lead over there at first base. Chopper back up the middle, and nobody's going to get to that one right into center field. They're just placing the ball where nobody is. We had any chance of getting to that one. So 2 hits in a row, 2 batters. Montaloid, first hit of the year for him for the move. And we'll see if the Busters get anything going in the bullpen. As of now, they don't. Drew Mize, the shortstop, comes up now. He has no hits. He has been on base once. He walked. No outs here, top of 5. Move threatening. Schneider checks his runners. Shows bunt, pulls back, and pitch. Must be a ball. Looked pretty good from up here. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. The board is pretty even otherwise. 1 hit, 1 run, 4 hits for the move. 1 error, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Busters. That one high as Mize shows bunt again and pulls back. Two 2-0 here to the shortstop. Couple good plays out there, except for the one he made a good grab with his glove and then overthrew it to first. That's the error. Popped up, and first baseman catch it. Matson, nice job. Matson was running in because he kept showing bunt, playing it perfectly. Over there is Trevor Matson at first, and runners remain on first and second. So nice job there by the first baseman. Pop out to first. Darren Morphew comes up. Been on base twice tonight. He has a single and a walk. 1 down here, left-handed batting Morphew. Nobody in the bullpen for the Busters. It's all Jeremy Schneider right now in his 5th inning of work. He's given up 4 hits, just the 1 run. Swung on and missed on the heater on that one, 86. Thing had some late movement on it. 2 walks for Schneider. 5 strikeouts in the game for the tall right-hander. Here's the 0-1. That one well outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The left fielder for the move. You've got Narin. He singled. He stands on second. Montaloid. He singled. He stands on first. Schneider gets the sign. Checks his runner at second. Comes to the plate. That one outside. 2-1. That one a little lower than the last one, but still outside. Tyler Push, a tough batter standing on base. This is an important out. You don't want to get Push up there with bases loaded. He's one of their better hitters that we've seen so far. Here's the 2-1 from Schneider. Chopper, second base. Stevens on a high hop. Jumps up to get it. Nice play. That thing almost got away from him. On this turf, it takes a high hop sometimes, and he got it. Got the out. Runners do advance, however. But there's 2 down. Stevens has been very busy at second base tonight. Tyler Push comes up. I have 5 groundouts to second base. Push, right-handed batter. Singled his last time up back in the 3rd. Grounded out to first in the 1st inning. He's got runners in scoring position on 2nd and 3rd. Schneider looking to finish out the 5th inning here. On fouled straight back. That means he's a little late. 76 miles an hour on that one. He's really been doing a good job of mixing up the speeds tonight. Schneider, this is a good outing for him. He'll go fastball down your throat, and then he just throws that off-speed stuff, and it just freezes them. They're not sure what to do. This time he started with the off-speed. Let's see if he goes back to the heater. Nairn stands on third. Montaloid on second. 2 down. 1-1 our score. Top 5. Schneider's pitch stays with off-speed. That one curveball doesn't bite. 1 ball, 1 strike. Schneider working quickly. Busters hit the road for 5 after tonight. Back home again on the 31st. We'd love to have you out on Monday nights. That's a chopper. It's going to be a tough play for anybody. Shortstop runs in. They're going to have no play. Run scores. That's one of those just in-between ones where the pitcher really can't get it. Shortstop was playing too deep. It was a well-placed ball. Infield single. Run scored. Moo take the lead. 2-1. Tyler Push is too fast to get out on that play unless you're standing right there. So RBI for him. That's 2 RBIs. He's got both of them. Run scored there by Nairn. 3rd hit of the inning for the Moo. First inning they've had multiple hits. Still no action in the Buster bullpen. Brings up E.J. Taylor, the first baseman. Runner goes and is fouled off third base side. You figured that Mize would take off at some point. He went on the first pitch. He's very fast. He's stolen 3 bases in this series. 2 on Saturday, 1 tonight. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2-1 the Moo. They not only have the lead in runs, 2-1, they have the lead in hits, 5-4. Runners on the corners here for the Moo. Schneider trying to finish off the 5th inning. He's pitched a great game. See if he can get out of the situation here. Over to first. It's a high throw. Matson comes down with it. Says, hey, get it down a little bit. That's something, too. You got to be careful. You don't want to throw it away at this situation. You got 2 outs. You know he's going to go eventually over there. I'd say focus on the batter. Here's E.J. Taylor. Runner doesn't go. Carlson throws down to first. And it was closer, but he's back. I think the umpire got the right call on that one, but a nice throw down to first by the catcher, Carlson. He says, I'll keep an eye on him, Schneider. You just focus on this guy. It's a good idea. I love when catchers do that. It's a tough play to turn your body that way and wing it down there. You see Salvador Perez do that a lot for the Royals. Nadia Molina's another one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mize with the lead. Let's see if he goes on this one. He off of first. Taylor, runner on third as well. Mize does go, but Taylor pops it up. Shallow right field. McClure coming in. He calls for it and makes the one-handed grab, and Moo leave 2 on base. 3 hits, 1 run, and 2 left on base at the end of 4.5. Bottom 5 coming up. It is Moo 2 and Sodbusters 1. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
It's time.
The first episode of the Sodcast should be up and going by tomorrow. So we'll get that going. Brian Frew and I talk about the season, some players that excite us, and how we're ready for baseball. Leading things off here, ready for some runs with the Sodbusters trailing. Comes up Tyler Monroe. He singled back in the third his last time up. Josh Salmon with you. Nate Miller to my right running the controls for the TV. Appreciate you guys tuning in, whether it be on MixLR Radio or the YouTube TV. That one in there for a strike by Dawson Linder in his first full inning of work. Came in for the ejected Alex Wise, which we're still trying to figure out what happened there. That one outside. Ooh, gets a call on that one. That was about 4 inches off the plate. Monroe didn't like it. Shaking off the sign as Linder wants a new one from his catcher Meyer. Gets it. Similar to the last one, that was more of a strike than the last pitch. Called a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No action in the bullpen for the Busters. You got to wonder how much gas Schneider has left in the tank. Breaking ball floats it up there at 76 miles an hour. It's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So battling back here is Monroe, laying off some pitches. He was trailing 0-2, and now he's 2-2. That one in the left field. A nice single there. Slapped it into left field. Love it when they do that. 2 hits for him tonight, and leadoff hitter's on once again for the Busters. Second time tonight the leadoff hitter has been on. Brings up Trevor Matson. See if Matson can get something going for the offense. He's got a single and a walk. Decent lead for Monroe at first. He was caught stealing last time, so a little shorter lead perhaps this time. Nope, secondary lead's pretty good. Matson stays right there. That one almost hits him, but it's inside for ball 1. Coming up on the 8 o'clock hour here from Duncan Field. 5 hits apiece for these two squads. However, the Moo have 2 runs. That one does hit him. I thought maybe it did, but he just stood there. Matson's a tough guy. And they kept getting closer and closer, and finally he's like, all right, I'm going to earn this thing. Yeah, I'll take it all day long. So, you got to love the grit of that guy. Trevor Matson on board for the 3rd time tonight. Now 2 runners on here for the Busters. Still no outs. Comes up to Ian Riley. Riley's been on base as well twice with a walk and a single. Straight away in the outfield. Very shallow in center. Right shallow as well. Left playing him a little deeper, which is interesting for a left-handed batter. But he slapped it that way last time. This time inside-out swing to center field or left. Who's going to get it? Left fielders out there. That is Morphew. Makes the catch, and there's 1 down. So first pitch swing in there for Ian Riley, and he's 1 for 2. Brings up Nick Carlson, the catcher. Carlson has grounded out to shortstop twice. So you got to know that Drew Mize is going to be on his toes over there. Righty versus righty. 2 runners on here. Monroe stands on second base. Matson hit by a pitch on first. Monroe had the leadoff single on the inside-out swing. Here's the first pitch to Carlson. It's low. Nick Carlson behind the backstop tonight. I love those green high socks. I need to get some of those green socks. I would wear those. I would. I'd wear them with shorts. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Throw down the first, runner back. It's a high throw where they might have had him. It's a good idea there by Meyer, as Matson had a big lead. If they would have had a lower throw, they might have had him. But it was a high throw, and Taylor comes down with it. But he's safe. 2-0. 2 runners on. 2-1 Busters. That one hit to second. This could be a double play. Second to short, back to first. And it is. Taylor scoops it. He brings his shovel, and the Busters leave 1 stranded on base. That's a good pitch there by Linder. So Busters leave 1 stranded. We still have 2-1 score. Top of the 6th coming back. You're listening to Sodbuster Baseball.
Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska land distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
I'm a working mom.
Welcome back to Duncan Field. Josh Salmon along with you as we have Jeremy Schneider back out there for the 6th inning. Carlson had to put his gear on. Now he's back behind the dish, so he'll do a couple tosses, 2 tosses, and we'll be back at it for the moves. So Buster's had something going, but Dawson Linder was able to pitch his way out of it to get the double play. He did give up the 1 hit, and Moose still lead 2-1. So coming up for the move this inning will be Koski, Meyer, and Rendazzo. Appreciate you guys tuning in on YouTube or on MixLR. Josh Salmon with you, Nate Miller to my right running the controls. On your Monday night, Koski, the right fielder, 0 for 2. He grounded out to second base twice. So Stevens moving around over there. Trevor Stevens says, hey, I've got this guy. He just patted his stomach and looked at Matson and said he's come to me twice. Here's the pitch from Schneider. Shows bunt way inside. You've got to wonder how short the leash is with Schneider. He's pitched a great game. But we're in the 6th inning. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think it's the mentality right here. Here's the 1-0. Chopper between second and third. Who comes up with it? Third. Over to first. Nice play. 1 down. That's Ian Riley on the hop. So a ground out there by Koski. At least he didn't hit to second, right? I guess that's the silver lining to that cloud. However, he's 0 for 3. So Jackson Meyer, the catcher, comes up. He is grounded out twice. A lot of ground balls induced here by Schneider. He struck out 5 tonight. Walked 2, hit a batter. Giving up 5 hits, but it's been a good outing. Only trailing 2-1. Been a very good pitcher's duel. That one fouled back and hit him on his back. Rendazzo due up next. So we've seen 2 catchers for the Moo in 2 games. They mix it up. They had I think it was Nick Emanuel as their catcher last year. He was pretty good. We saw Nichols last night and now Meyer tonight. Here's the 0-1. Slap to second. Trevor Stevens over to first. Makes it look easy. Ground out again for Meyer. He's 0 for 3. Busy night over there at second base for Stevens. Kyler Rendazzo comes up, third baseman. He has struck out twice. He has 4 strikeouts on the season in 6 at-bats. That one low. So I don't want to say he's an easy out, but he's probably the easiest out in the Moo lineup. Moo have 5 hits, 2 of those coming in the 8 and 9 slots in the lineup. The other 3 coming in the top 2 guys, with Tyler Push having, or top 3 guys, with Tyler Push having 2 of those. 2-0 here to Rendazzo. Schneider gets a sign. 2 outs. Looking for another 1-2-3 inning. He had one of those. Whoa! That one's sponsored by Menon. Nice shave on that one. I can't prove that sponsorship. 3-0. Kyler Rendazzo. That one well inside, and he walks him, so perhaps signs of fatigue showing here for Schneider right now, as he wasn't very close to the plate at all on any of those. 3rd walk of the evening given up by Schneider, and it brings up Alex Narin, the beer batter, if you will. The 8th place hitter. He's 1 of 2 tonight. Struck out and had a single back in the 5th. Rendazzo on first. Schneider just needs a ground ball out, pop fly out, strike out, anything to get out of the inning. Had a 1-2-3 inning back in the 2nd. And then again in the 4th. He's done a really good job. Had a ground out and 2 strikeouts in the 2nd on the bottom part of the order. And then he had a ground out, and a strikeout in the 4th. And Scott Galusha is going to come out and say, hey, having a little control issues here as he's thrown 3 or 4 straight balls. kind of talking things over. Scott says, "You doing all right?" Jeremy says, "Yep, I'm good, coach." No pitcher ever says, "Oh, I want to get out. I want to get pulled out." Nobody ever does that. The guy's arm could fall off, and I'm fine, coach. It's just a flesh wound. I'll be all right. So Jeremy takes a deep breath, gets his composure. Pitched a great game. That's basically what Scott told him as he walked out there. Hey, pitched a heck of a game. Let's finish this thing out here in the 6th inning. Runner on first, short lead for Meyer, or excuse me, for Randazzo. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's nice to see people in the stands. Last year we had to do the social distancing, had to turn people away in the very limited season that it was with the seating. Space them out. This year you can sit wherever your tickets are. Sit with your buddies, whatever you want to do. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. 2-1 move, that one outside. And Schneider having some control issues here in the 6th, trying to finish out the inning. Sometimes that last out is just the hardest one to get. I don't know why. I've never been a pitcher, so I don't understand that. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first. Randazzo not going anywhere. Chopper up the middle. Who's going to be able to get it? Shortstop over to first. Nice play. Do they get him? And they tag him, and he's out. Matson. It was a good play at shortstop by Monroe, but the throw was a little off. Matson plays a great first base, turns around, tags the runner. That's a tough play for a first baseman. Nice job all around, and he gets out of it, leaving 2 on base. So no hits, 2 left on, no runs at the end of 5.5. It's 2-1 move. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back to Duncan Field. Josh Salmon along with you. Schneider needed some kind of great play to get out of it, some kind of ground ball. It was a great play by shortstop Monroe. Got it as it was going up the middle. I thought that thing was going to go to center field, but then he made an off-balance throw. It was a little shy of the bag, but Matson grabbed it, tagged the runner, and they got out of the inning, leaving 2 on base. So Sodbuster's up here, bottom 6, see if they can get something going. And it is Jack Hammonds inside. Ball 1 to Hammonds. Hammonds looking for his first hit as a buster. 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Linder in his 3rd inning of work just blows the heater right by him at 85 miles an hour. So Schneider, 6 innings of work for him tonight. Thus far, 1 ball, 1 strike. That one up high. There is some action in the bullpen, so it's probably the night for Schneider. But hats off to him. Pitched a good game tonight. 2-1 coming up here from Linder, who's working very quickly as well. And that one called a strike inside. See a gentleman wearing one of the camouflage jerseys from last year. I love those things. I have one at home. I think it's 24, number 24. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one in there for strike 3 and just freezes them. I think the umpire got it right. That looked like a strike, and deer in the headlights look there for Hammonds as that's a slow walk back to the dugout for him. A strikeout there is number 2 for Linder. So Colesville comes up. Colesville single and a ground out. 1 for 2, left-handed batter. Center fielder moving a little to his left. This time he pulls it to second base. Over to first, and 1 quick out there from Colesville as it Montaloid makes the out. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Busters in the 6th. It brings up Cameron McClure, the right fielder. Cameron from the Woodlands, Texas. It's called the Woodlands, Texas. The junior at St. Edwards. Swung on and missed on that one. A slider at 75 miles an hour. Linder came in the game back in the 4th inning. And Kozel was up and broke a bat. And starting pitcher Alex Wise said a wise crack or something to the umpire at second base and got ejected in the middle of the at-bat by the infield umpire. So Linder's come in and done a pretty good job since then. Swung on and missed on the heater. He's really changing speeds here. He gained about 10 miles an hour on that one at 87. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to McClure. Buster's down by 1. It's 2-1. Just as many hits as the Moo do. And no errors for the Busters tonight. Defense has been very good. Outside corner, that one misses at 85. 2-2 here to Linder. Got a righty warming up in the bullpen for the Busters. Nobody in the bullpen for the Moo as of right now, but there's some guys stretching over there. They peel to first and no go. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Linder, 1 pitch away from getting out of a 1-2-3 inning. He's struck out Kozel. Struck out Hammonds. Got Kozel to ground out. And now strikes out McClure to end the inning. So 3 strikeouts for Linder in the game. He had a very good inning there in the 6th. Busters go down in order. Top of the 7th coming up. It's Fremont 2, Hastings 1. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
The meadowlark says. The turkey says. The squirrel says. The Nebraska Lottery says.
Enter your non-winning $5 Nebraska State Park Centennial Scratch tickets for a chance to win a 2-night stay at a Nebraska State Park, $2,021 in cash, and more. It's the Nebraska Lottery's Great Outdoors Getaway Promotion.
The lawyers say.
Promotion runs through June 8th, 2021. Top prize odds 1 in 80,000.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Stop by and see Rick Brandenburg and the guys there at Hastings Graham Tire. I went to high school with Rick. He's a good dude. All right, tire man there. So, Busters go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 6th, top of the 7th. Guess who's back out there for the Busters on the hill? Jeremy Schneider. Probably have a short leash this inning. He's pitched a really good game. Busters need to get the bats going. They're only trailing 2-1. Got to hold the Moo here. This is going to be an important inning. As can't allow any more runs. Got to get out of it and get back up to bat again with the top of the order. Well, you still got Steve. It'll be Stevens, Cahoy, Monroe to up next inning for the Busters. Here for the Moo, it's going to be Matt Lloyd and Mize and Morphew. So it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters due up here for the Moo. Josh Salmon with you. Nate Miller to my right, running the TV controls. Appreciate you guys tuning in on YouTube and on MixLR Radio online. Sodbuster Baseball. Glad it's here. Oh, man, baseball season. It's going to be a beautiful night here in Hastings. That one fell off first base side over by the souvenir stand. Look out over there. Start off overcast, lights were on, and then the sun came out about the time the sun normally goes down, and now the sun going down, and the little spots of clouds everywhere. Here's the 0-1 to short, Monroe to Matson. Sounds like a broken record, but I'll say that all season long if they get the out. 1 out. So Matt Lloyd is retired. He is 1 of 3 tonight. Back to top of the order was Drew Mize for the Moo. Mize has struck out looking back in the first. He's walked and popped out to first base his last time up. Schneider in his 6th inning of work. 7th inning of work. He's only given up 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. He's walked 3. He's hit a batter and struck out 5. 1 ball, no strike here to Drew Mize. Leadoff hitter, the shortstop for the Moo. That one a little upstairs. Morphew, and then if anybody should reach, Push. That's the guy you don't want to get to. He's already got 2 hits tonight. Push had 2 hits last night as well. Down up the middle. Who's going to get it? Backhanded by Stevens. Cross his body over to first. Nice play. Gets him at first. That's hard when your momentum is carrying you towards the bag and your arm needs to go the opposite direction. That's experience right there, and Stevens got the out. He also plays third base. I said, I talked to him for the game. I was like, you starting at second? Yeah, I think so. He also plays third, so I was very confident infielder there, multi-purpose guy, and there's 2 down here for the Moo. Morphew takes the first one for a strike. Schneider happy with himself on that one. Jeremy Schneider looking pretty good this inning. He was starting to lose a little gas last inning, but came out fired up. Got the first 2 outs. He had that issue, though, last inning, too, where he got the first 2 outs and then couldn't get that third out for a while. Finally induced the ground ball to short. And that one in there, a strike as well to Morphew. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Left-handed hitting Darren Morphew is also left-handed throwing. He's a left fielder, so a lot of left with him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-1 our score. Top 7. Schneider in his 7th inning of work. He's pitched a gem. That one hit deep to center. Cahoy has to go back. Gets underneath it, though, and makes the out. Played it perfectly. 3 up, 3 down for the Moo. Another great inning by Jeremy Schneider. And see if the Busters can tie it up here in the bottom of the 7th. Stick around. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Hey, you. Your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. 5 Points Bank, Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning, Nebraska Lottery, Graham Tire, Sam's Club, Provident Promotions, Adams County Visitors Bureau, Nebraska Land Distributing, and, of course, the Nebraska Lottery. Those beautiful uniforms, and Salmon Says Media. Josh Salmon back with you from Duncan Field as Busters are trailing by 1. They need to get something going here. And I think they're going to bring up a pinch hitter. They are. Busters are going to bring up off the bench, J.T. Cafferty. I was talking to J.T. a little before the game. I said, welcome back. He says, thanks. Good to be back. Played for the 5 Points Bank team. Came on as a Buster last year at the end of the season. It was one of those things at the end of the season where a lot of the players had to go back to college, but they had to quarantine before they could start classes, so we had to use some high school players, and J.T. was one of those guys. Him and Bovey and some of those guys, and he really did a good job for us. The crowd going nuts here for the Hastings kid. Smacks it up the middle on the first pitch. And grounds out. No, it can't come up with it, Taylor. It was a low throw by the second baseman, Montaloid. Taylor didn't bring his shovel this time, and reaching on the... See if they rule that an error or a hit. It is an error. So E4 on that one for Cafferty. Back to top of the order for Cahoy. So Trevor Stevens got hit for, so we'll see who goes into second base next inning. Cahoy swings away on that one, fouls it off, and out of play on the first base side. JT Cafferty standing on first. He attends Western Nebraska Community College. Had 19 at-bats 2020 with 5 hits for them. Talking about his high school numbers, he hit .337, 29 RBIs, and 33 games paid for 5 points. How appropriate, we just had a 5 points bank ad a little while ago. 1 ball, 1 strike. JT Cafferty stands on first. Reaching on the error. Carson Cahoy trying to get the Busters tied up in this thing. They've been trailing by 1. It was 1-1 in the third, and the Moose scored a run in the 6th, and that's the way it's been ever since, 2-1. Dawson Linder, his third inning of work since coming in relief. That one low, throw it down to first, and Cafferty's back. Catcher's not afraid to throw down. There's Meyer. Neither is Carlson for the Busters. 2-2. Cahoy joking about something with the umpires at home. Center fielder Push playing towards left center. Off the bag. Playing shallow like he has all night. A little deeper in left field and shallow in right as well. Bad swing there for Carson Cahoy. He strikes out on the breaking ball. He's had a tough time with breaking balls tonight. Last time he struck out on the breaking ball as well. 0 for 4 is Carson Cahoy. Tyler Monroe comes up the shortstop. He is 2 for 3. Struck out looking his first time up back in the first. The RBI single back in the third, but caught stealing. Then had a single to left field. Inside out swing last time in the 5th. Let's see if he does that again. There's a big gap on that side between third and shortstop. And the third baseman, Randazzo, is playing about 10 feet off the bag, so he's expecting him to go that way. Taylor holding on Cafferty at first. There's 1 out. Busters down by 1. 2-1 our score. Bottom 7. Josh Salmon with you. Voice of Sodbuster Baseball. Up high. Do they check the swing? No, they don't. Home plate umpire says, I got it myself. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Monroy. Matson due up next. Busters need to get the run. They're running out of innings here to tie this thing up. They won it last night by 1, 10-9, and a wild finish on that one. Pretty much the 8th and 9th inning were both wild. A crazy error at second base by the Moo, and then they came back and scored 2 and got gunned out trying to score 3 runs on that one. Strike to Monroe. He didn't like the call at all. So Linder still in there pitching. Busters had somebody warming up. I think he may be coming in next inning, whoever it was. Floats up the off speed, and that one doesn't break at all. And it's 3-2 now to Tyler Monroe. Trevor Matson due up next. Monroe has 2 hits. This is the guy you want up in this situation. Cafferty stands on first after reaching on air to lead off the inning. Here's the 3-2. Fouled. Third base side will do it again. JT Cafferty got a roaring ovation from the crowd when he came up to bat. Hastings kid back to play with the Busters. He's happy to be here. He had a big smile on his face for the game. I said hi to him. Look, he's grown a little bit, too. I think he's a little taller than last year. Still pretty tall. 3-2. That one on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Umpire's been calling that one. Fans didn't like it, but I think he was correct on that. He's called that earlier, too. So it brings up Matson. 2 strikeouts in a row for Linder. Linder came in the 4th inning. He's only allowed 2 hits, a walk. He's hit a batter, and he's struck out 5. His counterpart, Wise, struck out 3. 1-0 here to Matson. Matson's been on base 3 times. He's walked. A single. He got beamed the last time. Cafferty on first. Not able to even get 90 feet over to second base. Busters running out of outs here to tie this thing up. Down by 1. It's 2-1. 2-0 our count here. 2 balls and no strikes, to Trevor Matson, the first baseman. Kicks and delivers there from Linder. High chopper. Shortstop Plants, throws across. Does Taylor pull his feet? No, he keeps it on the bag. Nice stretch there by the first baseman as the throw was off balance. And the Busters leave one on base. No hits. Still down by one. At the end of 7 complete, it is 2-1. This is Sodbuster Baseball. I want to remind you that next home game is coming up on Memorial Day Monday as Fremont coming back. Busters go on the road for 5, 3 with Pierre, 2 against Fremont. Then they come back and play Fremont again on the 31st and then on June 3rd. And then they're home against City Whiskey Jacks on the 4th and 5th and 6th of June. Join us, won't you? Plenty of home games. Go to the website and Twitter to check out the schedule if you can't make those games. Lots of games left in June, July, and then only one home game in August scheduled. 4th of July is a doubleheader, so if you're a big baseball fan, nothing says America. What you do is you come out to the ballpark on 4th of July. You have a hot dog. You enjoy some fireworks. You listen to baseball. We got the music in between. You got the events going on the field like they are now. I mean, that's just American holiday right there. All right? Very much so. And so is Memorial Day. Don't get me wrong. You can come out on Monday, too, and pay tribute to those who lost their lives serving our country. I'll do a little tribute to them on Monday as well. Just when you thought it was safe to enter the water, Jeremy Schneider back out there again. There is some action in the Buster bullpen, but Schneider went 1-2-3 right through the Moo last inning, so why not, right? Sure, might as well. So do it for the Moo this inning is going to be Tyler Push. Very tough center fielder. Has 2 hits tonight, had 2 hits last night. He's 2 for 3. But you'd rather have him on in this kind of situation where there's nobody on base than last night, the last inning. That was a key out to get Morphew out last inning on the flyout because you don't want to get up with runners on with this guy. First pitch swinging over to short, cross to first. I've said it a million times. Monroe to Matson. I'll say it again. Another great out. Ground out on the first pitch. Tyler Push is 2 for 4. Ground out to shortstop. Shortstop and second base have been easy. There haven't been anything hit to third. I don't think all night, has there? I don't have any ground outs to third. Oh, I do. I have one. Koski did that. E.J. Taylor, first baseman, comes up. Looks for his first hit of the season for the Moo. First pitch just misses inside. He was on base, hit by a pitch back in the first. E.J. Taylor, tall, right-handed batter. That one into left field. Monroe says, nope, I can't get it. He jumps up, but it goes over his head anyways. So on cue, as I said, he's looking for his first hit of the Moo. He got it. E.J. Taylor. I need to shut my mouth, don't I? I jinxed it. That's the 6th hit given up by Schneider tonight. Still pitched a great game. And 1 for 3 is Taylor. So brings up Brian Koski. He is 0 for 3. Ground out to second base twice. Ground out to third base once. Taylor with a decent lead at first. Going with the off-speed pitch there. Little movement on that one is Schneider here in the 8th inning. Schneider has been in here since the beginning of the game. And he delivers the 0-1 right back up the middle. Into center field. Cahoy will grab it and throw it back in. So just these timely placed hits by the Moo. We saw this back earlier in the game as well in that 5th inning. Here they are in the 8th with 2 hits in a row. So Koski's aboard. It brings up catcher Meyer. First hit of the night by Koski as well. He's 1 for 4. Jackson Meyer has grounded out 3 times. And this is probably going to be it for Schneider as it is. He's signaling for the bullpen. But a heck of a game. Listen for the crowd to cheer him on as he pitched a good game. Did Jeremy Schneider. 1 out here, so official line for Schneider we'll have for you in a moment as we take a break. Come back with the Sodbuster pitching change. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Insides Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience, a place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
All right, pitching change. Coming in is number 23, a lefty. First lefty pitcher we've seen for the Busters this year is Ryan Melvin. Melvin from Oklahoma Christian. He's a redshirt freshman and hometown, Grand Island, Nebraska. So another Grand Island guy representing here on the Sodbusters. Melvin. I'm not familiar with Oklahoma Christian College. I don't know where that is. I'm going to have to look it up and find out a little bit about him. I don't know their mascot or anything. But a lefty comes in, and he'll inherit 2 runners, and those will actually still be credited to Schneider. Official line on Schneider is 8 1/3 innings. He has given up 6 hits. 7 hits, excuse me. He had 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. And so that's the end of the night for Jeremy Schneider. But hats off to him. That's a good night right there. So Melvin comes in from Grand Island. Ryan Melvin graduated from senior high in 2009. He's 6'1" and he's a lefty. He will face Jackson Meyer, left-handed batter. So you've got Taylor standing on second base. He singled. Koski stands on first base. He singled. 1 out here. That was Tyler Push, the toughest batter of the lineup, in my opinion. On the first pitch, he grounded out to lead off the inning. First pitch from Melvin. Wow, what a beautiful curveball. That thing just rolled off the table. Strike 1. So, Melvin in here, in relief. Got a little bit of work to do to hold off the move. Buster's still trailing 2-1 here in the top of the 8th. Melvin gives a triple look. Again, the off-speed stuff. 72 on that one. And Myers swinging way out in front of it. So let's see if he changes speeds here, if he sticks with what's working. Surely wouldn't throw 3 of those in a row, would he? No balls, 2 strikes, and that one is about the same, 71 miles an hour. So Melvin. But it's cool for him to be back in the Tri-Cities playing some baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on. Moo leading 2-1. Top 8. Here from Duncan Field. Here's Melvin's offering. Strike 3. Got him. Froze him. This time he went with a heater. He's kept it 70, 70, 70, and then threw that one in the 80s. And Meyer was frozen. So Melvin strikes out his first batter of the game. And now he gets Rendoza, the right fielder, or excuse me, third baseman. Floats that one up there. Outside for a ball and a little high as well. Taylor at second. Koski at first. Both singled. There is 2 outs this inning. Pushes. Grounded out. Jackson Meyer just struck out. Just needs a ground ball out here somewhere, a pop fly or something. Does Melvin in relief. Almost gets him to swing on that one, but lays off of it. It's 2-0 here. 2 Kyler Rendazzo. Ryan Melvin. First time we've seen him as a sod buster. I like those unis this year. Your yellow shirts, the white pants, the green socks. They look like the Oakland A's. That one slapped to first base, but right on it is Matson. And out of the inning, nice relief there by Ryan Melvin, leaving 2 on base after 2 hits, no runs in. At the end of the 7.5, it is the Moo 2 and Sodbusters 1. We'll take a word from Sam's Club here on the broadcast. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings, a proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Welcome back to the Sodbuster Baseball game. Duncan Field, Josh Salmon with you, bottom of the 8th, as Ryan Melvin came into relief and inherited 2 runners and made light work of the Moo, leaving those 2 runners on base. Buster's got to get a run to get back in this thing. They're down by 1, down to the last 6 outs. And still out there is Linder, Dawson Linder for the Moo. This inning for the Busters will be Riley, Carlson, and Hammonds. And so you look at Riley starting off at third base tonight, utility guy from Austin, Texas. And his favorite meal is steak. I think he's in a perfect place for that, right, in Nebraska. Superstition ritual is smelling salts before the anthem, and favorite baseball moment is playing Seward County in the playoffs. That one popped up, slicing towards the bullpen and giving it a good run over there in left field is Morphew, but he just runs out of real estate and the ball falls down in the grass before he can get there. Actually, he had plenty of real estate. He just ran his legs off and the ball just fell down before he got to it. But good effort there by Morphew. You got to give him that. 0-1 here to the batter, Ian Riley. Riley has 1 hit and a walk. Also flew out. Now it's back to first. R.J. Taylor keeps it himself and beats him to the bag. 1 down here in the 7th. Busters down the last 5 outs of the game. 1 for 3 is Riley. Nick Carlson. Van Halen Jump is his walk-up song. I'm all about the Van Halen. Carlson, catcher number 9. I can tell you another catcher on number 9 off the top of my head. Benito Santiago was back in the day. Strike 1. I have to reference a Padre guy because that's the one I know. Can't think of any other catchers with number 9. Usually they're double digits, I think. I guess Pudge Rodriguez was 7. Biggio was 7, but then he moved to second base and then center field. 1 ball, 1 strike to Carlson. 1 out here for the Busters. 5 outs left for them. Check swing. And they called a strike, I think. I never got an official sign on that one. I think it's 1 and 2 is our count. Umpire kind of looked like he gave a strike. Okay, 1 and 2. There we go. It is 1 and 2 now. He holds up the fingers. Linder's pitch. Strike 3 call. That one was pretty low, but froze Carlson, and Linder is just cruising here in relief. 6 strikeouts for Linder since coming on in the 3rd inning, and Busters 2 outs here in the 8th. Brings up Jack Hammonds. He's looking for his first hit as a Buster. Boring's pitch for Linder, and he's just working very quickly this inning. Strike 1. He's had 0-1 counts to each of the batters this inning. That one in there for a strike as well. Some late movement. Busters trail by 1. We're in the bottom of the 8th. This would be an inning where you'd want to get something going, at least tie it up. You're running out of outs. Here's the 0-2. Off the handle, fisted to shortstop. And he hurries to throw as high, but he catches it. Taylor's pretty tall over there. Nice play by Mize. 1-2-3. Go the Busters here in the 8th. So 9th coming up, top of the 9th. And we'll see if they can hold the Moo. Trailing by 1. It's 2-1 Moo. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Summer means Sodbusters baseball and hot weather, so make sure you stay cool with Ruts. Ruts Heating and AC is your #1 source for residential and commercial HVAC services in Nebraska. For over 45 years, Ruts has been a name to trust for repairs, installation, and maintenance work on time. Call Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning today to discuss your HVAC needs, free estimates, and the guarantee their work. Whenever your heating or AC needs, trust Ruts. Visit rutsheating.com.
The meadowlark says. The turkey says. The squirrel says. The Nebraska Lottery says.
Enter your non-winning $5 Nebraska State Park Centennial Scratch tickets for a chance to win a 2-night stay at a Nebraska State Park, $2,021 in cash, and more. It's the Nebraska Lottery's Great Outdoors Getaway Promotion.
The lawyers say.
Promotion runs through June 8th, 2021. Top prize odds 1 in 80,000.
The Busters go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Hopefully Ryan Melvin can hold the Moo here in the top of the 9th, and Busters get one last chance to win this thing. Up 1-0 in the series. Next home game will be on the 31st, Memorial Day. Busters hit the road to Pierre tomorrow for 3 before returning to Fremont for 2. They'll take Sunday off and come back Monday here at Duncan Field. We'd love to see out here at the ball game. They're singing Neil Diamond right now and Sweet Caroline. So leading things off here for the Moo, it's going to be 8-9 one-hitters, Naren, Maltaboyd, and Mize scheduled. First pitch misses for a ball. And that one's in there for a strike. Should be 1 ball, 1 strike to Naren. Naren has 1 hit tonight. He's 1 of 3. Ian Riley moved over to second base. Matson moved over to third. There is Riley. And now playing first base is J.T. Cafferty. Cafferty came in to hit, and I wondered where he was going to stay in the lineup. For taking out Stevens, so 1 out there by Naren grounding out. He is 1 of 4 tonight. Brings up 9th place hitter Maltaboyd. Mataboyd. Tyler Mataboyd. Singled back in the 5th. That's pretty much what he's done tonight. Ryan Melvin working quickly here in the 9th. I went outside. Melvin came in last inning. Pitched 2/3 of an inning. And struck out 1 batter. Inherited 2 runners, but got out of it. Here's the 1-1 from Melvin. On a little high. 2 balls and a strike. Back to the top of the order after this with Mize. It doesn't get any easier for Melvin. There's some action in the Buster bullpen. A righty warming up just in case. That one up the middle into center field for a hit. So Monaboyd is on with his 2nd hit of the night. Nothing you can do about that thing. It was just a screamer into center field. First hit given up by Melvin. Drew Mize, the shortstop, comes up, and they're going to have Scott Galusha's making his way out to the bullpen. I think they're going to, they are going to change him. I thought maybe they were just going to talk, but they're going to bring in the righty this time, so I think this is just a righty-righty situation is all. Melvin wasn't really pitching that bad. And so on the pitching change, we'll take a break and hear something from Graham Tyre This is Sodbuster Baseball, down 2-1, and Moo have one runner on base.
You know Graham Tire for their quality tires and service, but did you know that they do brakes, batteries, and oil changes, and even shocks and struts? Graham Tire in Hastings has the quality products and great service you have come to expect from the Graham name. Rick and his crew will get you fixed up and right back on the road safely. And you can trust that the job was done right. That's peace of mind. Graham Tire in Hastings, West 2nd Street, open 7:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball. Hey you, your ad here. It's Josh Salmon of Salmon Says Media. Imagine turning on the radio or TV and hearing or seeing your business being advertised. Salmon Says Media offers voiceovers, full audio production, on-hold messaging for your phone, and more. Nearly 2 decades of experience. Salmon Says Media also offers radio imaging and podcast production. See us on Facebook. Salmon Says Media, the official media partner of the Hastings Sodbusters.
Jacob Shaw comes out of the bullpen. One of the returning Sodbusters this year. Jacob, right-hander versus right-hander matchup. And that's the only thing going on here. Ryan Melvin didn't pitch a bad game. I think Scott just wanted a righty-righty matchup, and that's what he gets here with Jacob Shaw. So Shaw will inherit one runner on base. Moo lead 2-1. Here in the top of the 9th. Busters running out of outs when they come up. They need to get something going, but doggone it, Dawson Linder has been pitching pretty good for the Moose since coming in the 4th inning. After the starting pitcher got kicked out of the game for saying something to the umpire. So Jacob Shaw, returning Sodbuster, played in only one game last year for the Busters. Pitched 5 innings, struck out 2 batters, walked 2, gave up 4 hits. He will face off against Morphew. Runner goes, and a slide. It's a bounce throw. Gets away down there, so you knew. Excuse me, this is Mize that's up to bat. Stolen base here by Motaboyd. That's his first stolen base. Only the second stolen base of the night by the Moo. They were running pretty freely last night. Here's Drew Mize. Still doesn't have a hit tonight. He's been on base once. He walked. Otherwise, he's 0 for 3. Going outside. 1-1 count here. Jacob Shaw. Local boy again. Hastings, Nebraska. You got him there. You got Cafferty over at first. Your local guys. Cahoy in center field from Grand Island. Got in there for a strike. Carlson, a Kearney guy. You love the local flavor of the Tri-Cities. 1-2 here to Mize. Shaw, the third pitcher of the night for the Busters. Official line on Melvin is 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout. Swung on and missed. Got him on the heater. Hear that thing smack the glove down there. He was looking for something else. Down goes Mize. And there's 2 outs. I have the Moo down for 7 left on base tonight. No, excuse me. They have 9 left on base tonight. Let's make it 10. Morphew. First pitch a little high, perhaps. Called a ball. You want to get Morphew out because Push is up next, and we know what he can do with the bat, especially with runners on. You'd rather face him with nobody on. Actually, if you get out of it and you can tie it up next inning or win it next inning, you won't have to face him at all. 85 this time off the hands of Jacob Shaw. Wish I could throw 85 miles an hour. Wish I could throw 75 miles an hour. That was an outfielder. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner standing on second base. On a little low. Motaboyd standing on second. He singled, stole second. 3-0 here. A couple close calls on balls by the home plate. The strike zone has not been very consistent tonight. 3-0 count coming up here. Right down Burlington. Strike 1. Morphew singled in the first, walked in the third, and then grounded out and field out in 5th and 7th, respectively. Here's the 3-1 offering from Shaw. Inside out swing and off the facade to third base side. Bounces down. And a little kid gets it. Hey, there we go. That's always fun. Jacob Shaw goes to Cloud County Community College. Several guys on the team from Cloud County. Rand Sanders is on the team from there. Trevor Stevens. Ooh, just got a piece of that one. Good staying alive there by the batter Morphew. Your Cloud County guys who also have Ian Riley. He's playing at second base right now from Cloud County. So we got a few of those guys on the team. Shaw wants a new sign. The 3-2 checks the runner. 2 outs. 2-1 Moo here, top 9. Runner in scoring position. They draw a walk with Morphew. First walk given up by Shaw since entering the game. And that is it's only the 4th walk of the night, and a hit batsman earlier. So Push is up with 2 runners on. This is not a good situation for the Busters. He likes to have runners on. He had 2 RBIs in last night's 10-line loss. Shaw checks both runners. 2 outs. First pitch swinging out to right field. McClure back and will make the catch, so that's a huge sigh of relief. Carlson gives Shaw a big fist bump, and the Busters get out of it, and the Moo leave another 2 on base. 9 they've left on base tonight. Busters down their last 3 outs. Let's see if they can do it. Stick around. This is Sodbuster Baseball, a message from 5 Points Bank.
5 Points Bank has been proudly serving the Tri-City area for decades, and we are continuously finding ways to make your banking experience easy and enjoyable. We offer the best of both worlds with kind and welcoming employees in the bank while creating a strong online presence to accommodate your busy lifestyle. Our innovative technology adds layers of security while being easily accessible to all age groups. Stop into the Better Bank to learn more today.
Have you heard the latest in Sodbusters news? Hey, this is Josh Salmon, voice of Hastings Sodbusters Baseball, inviting you to check out the Sodcast, the official Sodbusters podcast. Each episode gets you up to date on team info, the latest news, player and coaches interviews, and more. Join Brian Frew and myself for the Sodcast all through the baseball season. The Sodcast is available for listening on Spotify for free. Hastings Sodbusters Baseball Inside Duncan Field with me, Josh Salmon, and co-owner Brian Frew. The Sodcast. Listen today.
All right, bottom of the 9th coming up. Nice pitching there by Jacob Shaw to get out of a sticky situation in the top of the 9th. Busters have trailed by 1 since, well, the whole game, pretty much, since the 3rd. They scored 1 back in the 3rd, as well as the Moose scored 1 at the top of the 3rd. Moose put another one on the board 2 innings later in the 5th, and that's the way it's been ever since, 2-1. So leading things off here is the, let's see, I have Koziel, left fielder, leading things off. First pitch outside at 85 miles an hour. Drew Linder still out there. 5th inning of work for him. There is action in the Moo bullpen. Linder chopper. Linder will keep it himself on 2 hops. Underhands it over to first. And there's 1 down. Busters down their last 2 outs. Linder has pitched a heck of a game since coming in for Wise. He has struck out 6 guys. He has not he's only allowed 2 hits since he came in the game. Not allowed a run. He walked 1, struck out or hit a batter. So Cameron McClure comes up. Right fielder. McClure takes the first pitch outside in the low. JT Cafferty due up next. It'd be nice to get McClure on and Cafferty up, and Cafferty could hit him in. Have the Hastings guy tied up here in front of the hometown crowd. That would be great. First, we got to get McClure on base. He represents the tying run. That one ended for a strike. It's 1-1 here to the right fielder. Busters hit the road for 5 tomorrow. Have Sunday off, back here on Monday for Memorial Day Monday. Come out and join us. Not a very good swing, and that one chopped down third base side. Scott Galusha will grab the grounder. Scott has got the yellow shoes on even. I want to get some of those. Now picture me here, Nate, with my yellow shoes and my green socks, my tan shorts I'm wearing tonight. I'm set. Chick magnet. Doesn't matter, I'm married anyways. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I've never been a chick magnet in my life. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Busters need a hit here. Time to put the rally caps on if you got them. Thanks for listening on MixLR on YouTube. Cheer on your Busters. Here's the 1-2. That one smacked to right field. It's falling quickly. Right fielder comes up with the catch. No! He traps it. Can't come up with it. That is a hit. It's a good effort out there by the right field Koski, but he traps it, and so McClure is on. JT Cafferty comes up representing the winning run here in the bottom of the ninth. That's the first hit of the night for McClure. Second hit is a sodbuster. Could come at a better time. He's 1 for 4. JT Cafferty comes up. Cafferty reached on the error last time. It was to the shortstop, and he threw it to first, and first baseman couldn't come up with it. Decent lead for McClure at first, but he's not going to go anywhere in this situation. Chopper to the mound. There are only one play to go. Cafferty does advance the runner. However, there are 2 outs. Not the swing he wanted to do. There's been a couple that way tonight where they've hit it off the handle. So ground out the pitcher. Carson Cahoy comes up. Tough night with the breaking ball for Carson Cahoy. He struck out twice. He's reached on error once. He's 0 for 4, and they might make a pitching change here as the Fremont Moo manager, who we determined on Saturday night takes the slowest walk to the mound we've ever seen. I think he should have to wear a cowbell out there when he does that. Standing on the mound, having a little meeting on the mound there as Scott Galusha's talking to Cahoy. Really haven't seen much in the power alleys tonight at all. It's been a pitcher's duel thus far. Busters have used 3 pitchers. 2 for the Moo. 1 run away here. It's 2-1 the Moo. It's been that way since the 5th inning. 2 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Moo. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors for the Busters. Defense very solid tonight. But give this Dawson Linder kid a heck of a credit for coming in when he did on no notice, basically, and pitching a great game thus far. Cahoy down third base line. This could do it. Randazzo over to first. Scoop by Taylor, and the Moo win it. 2-1 our final. 1 pitch. Cahoy a little anxious. He got the fastball he's looking for and couldn't quite do it. We'll take a break and come back and recap some of the numbers. Again, Fremont Moo win 2-1. Stick around on post-game show coming up. This is Sodbuster Baseball.
Adams County Visitors Bureau is the perfect place to start your Hastings experience. A place where you'll meet artists, shopkeepers, and storytellers while you stroll through downtown shops, beautiful parks, and historic housing districts. Whether you're a traveler, meeting planner, or a new resident, the Adams County Visitors Bureau is excited to help you find what you're looking for, from places to eat, things to do and see, to places to stay. Ask the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Get details at visithastingsnebraska.com. Experience Hastings with the Adams County Visitors Bureau. Nebraska Land Distributing is a proud sponsor of the Hastings Sodbusters. When you come to the ballpark, get a refreshing Coors Light, courtesy of Nebraska Land Distributing. Nebraska Land Distributing also features Leinenkugels, the ultimate summer drink, cold and refreshing, and sold at Duncan Field. Another Nebraska Land Distributing option when you come to the ballpark is light beer from Miller. Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. Nebraska Land Distributing, proud sponsor of the Beer Batter at all Hastings Sodbuster home games.
I'm a working mom. I don't have a lot of time for grocery shopping. That's why Sam's Club is so convenient. I can get the food my family loves, household supplies, and be on my way. My husband likes that they offer oil changes and tire services. Really saves him time. They have early hours for Plus Club members so I can beat the crowd on the weekend. Plus, Sam's Club offers free curbside pickup. Order online or in the app. Sam's Club, Grand Island.
Sam's Club, a proud partner of Sodbuster Baseball. For the best in promotional videos, custom designs, photography, websites, and more, it's Provident Promotions. You've got the business. Now make it stand out with Provident Promotions. Provident Promotions can help you design your logo, website, custom make your promotional video, and shoot just the right photo for your company or business needs to be seen everywhere. And they even offer email marketing services and social media management. Let them help you from start to finish. 111 North Burlington Avenue, Suite 110 in Hastings. A proud sponsor of Sodbuster Baseball.
Back as the Fremont Moo win the game 2-1, and boy, pitcher's duel tonight. You got to give it to Linder. Dawson Linder came in for Alex Wise, who got ejected in the middle of an at bat back in the. It was really weird back in the 4th inning, as Koziel broke his bat, so he went to get a new piece of lumber. He said something. The base umpire kicked him out of the game. Dawson Linder came in, warmed up on the mound, wasn't even ready to go, and pitched a great good job since then. He gets the win. Linder gave up 5 hits, hit 1 batter, a walk, and struck out 6 Sodbusters in the win. And Jeremy Schneider gets the loss He pitched really, really good tonight. Pitched 8 innings and 2 runs for him. Both earned, however, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and hit 1 batter. 2 errors for the Moo, no errors for the Busters after having 5 errors last night. Real quick, we'll look at some of the numbers here. Tyler Push is he was 2 for 5 on the game. Both RBIs were his, so he would be your player of the game for the Moo. And again, he's the tough player. He's kind of like a Ronnie McBride they had last year. 2 for 5 also is Mata Boyd, who started his first game tonight at second base in the 9th hole. He had 2 hits as well. The only person with 2 hits for the Busters was Tyler Monroe. Monroe had 2. However, Matson was on base 3 times. Hit by a pitch, a walk, a single. Monroe had the only RBI as well for the Busters, and he was caught stealing once. 1 stolen base by the Busters. That was Ian Riley. So Busters go on the road for 5. They will be back on the 1st. They travel tomorrow. They will take on Pure next 3 days, and then they'll take on Fremont for 2, having Sunday off, back here for Memorial Day Monday. You look at Fremont, they're going to take on one of the expansion teams this year, and they are taking on the Sioux Falls Sunfish. That was one of the expansion teams. They were supposed to be last year, but with the COVID thing, they decided half season will wait till this year and become a team, so they will take on them at home. Each team stands at 1-1 is the record. So wrapping up our broadcast, once again, Fremont Moo win 2-1. For Nate Miller to my right, doing a great job on the technical side, I am Josh Salmon. So long, everybody. We'll catch you on